Okay, looks like we're here. Looks like we're live. Let's see if this is steady or not. I'm assuming it is, because it does go to a different server when it's just streaming to one place rather than trying to go to both places at the same time. Okay, cool. So Jordan's here, Vincent's here. Looks like we're here. Man, I hope to get this fixed sometime today. Yeah, I really think we're going to be good, because it is talking to a different server, just going to YouTube. So I think we're fine. I'm gonna like sit here for a second. Maybe I'll ramble about the Super Bowl some more. How's it going, Calvin? Yeah, look how fun this is. Google's got fireworks if you'll search for the Super Bowl. Eagles, NFL champions. That's kind of neat. So yeah, 40-22 final score there. It wasn't even that close. Got some garbage time touchdowns in the fourth quarter here. I mean, it was over. Oh man, was it that bad? That bad at halftime? I did not realize it was that bad at halftime. I know, leave it to Reaver. What the heck? So yeah, just my quick thoughts on the Super Bowl here. Just the bottom line, okay, is that every aspect of the Chiefs offense was bad yesterday. I can't really assign all the blame to any one person or any one group, yeah? Patrick Mahomes was running for his life the entire game. They were getting pressure with 4. They were dropping the linebackers, keeping the corners in press coverage. The safeties were playing tight. And usually you can beat that with super speedy receivers who can get past the safeties, right? Really agile, quick dudes like A.J. Brown maybe would have been nice for Patrick Mahomes to have. Just make catches in tight spaces, in tight windows. They didn't have anybody like that. James Worthy did get a couple garbage time touchdowns there in the fourth quarter, but it didn't matter. It was too late for that. Nobody was getting open. Travis Kelce was not getting open either. So not only was Mahomes running for his life because they were getting pressure with 4, and there were tons of dudes. Jordan, Hydralisk.
Hi, how is everyone?
Let's go, Jordan. Thanks, man. Appreciate you becoming a member at the Hydralisk level here on the channel. Awesome, awesome stuff, dude. Very cool. Yeah, red dimension only today. Problem is that the ingestion server for the multi-stream for Streamlabs, I am having a hard time talking to it consistently. I can talk to it, but it drops the connection every 3 minutes for a couple seconds. Twitch can recover from that. It's not super graceful, but it can. YouTube eventually dies. YouTube eventually, it cannot handle that kind of disruption, and just the stream craps all over itself. So we're just going to do YouTube today, and well, hopefully it'll be fixed for tomorrow, and we might go just Twitch tomorrow. Might have to alternate. I don't know. Might have to find a different restreaming service if I can't talk to the Streamlabs multi-stream. Anywho. So yeah, so that's going on. Yeah, you got Patrick Mahomes running for his life, plus his receivers aren't getting open, so that's not working. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes, even when he had guys he was throwing to, he was off. He was totally off on his throws for the most part. He had a couple good completions, especially late in the game when it didn't matter. But that one interception he had to Cooper DeJean kind of looked like he was throwing to him, didn't it? This little white cornerback. He's running across. It's a catch by DeJean, and that throw was not going to be a completion anyway. It was behind his receiver. I'm not even sure who he was throwing to. But if you look at it, Mahomes throws the ball, and even if DeJean isn't there, you remove him from the play, that ball is behind the receiver as he's crossing the field. It's even behind the corner who's covering him, or the linebacker who's covering him. It's a terrible throw. So yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I mean, you're right. The Chiefs did score. They only scored 30 points once all season. They average under 30 points a game, obviously, with those numbers. without a doubt, leave it to Reaver. So, yeah, I mean, part of it is that their defense was getting crushed, right? Their defense was not able to keep up with A.J. Brown, wasn't able to keep up with any of those receivers. They did bottle up Saquon Barkley, right? So the defense of Kansas City was able to hold Barkley to something like 50 yards on 17 or 18 carries. It was not a good performance from Saquon. He had one nice reception that was very cool. He didn't score a touchdown. On his birthday, too. It was his birthday yesterday. And a lot of people, somebody, Simmons on the podcast earlier last night said that he was in a suite at the Super Bowl with the FanDuel guys because they sponsor the podcast. And they had him up in there. And they were saying that the Saquon to score a touchdown on his birthday was like 99.9999% of the public bet yes, he was going to score a touchdown on his birthday. It was like $7. Somebody bet against that and didn't hit because Saquon did not score a touchdown on his birthday. It was really, really, really funny. So, yeah, that's just why I don't bet on sports. But at the end of the day, yeah, the Chiefs offense was bad. I mean, yes, they didn't score a lot, but they didn't score anything in the first half. Like, the Chiefs offense was good enough during the regular season to score something, to at least get up there a bit. What's up, Luca? I did not solve the stream problems. No, absolutely not even close. So that's part of the problems. The Kansas City Chiefs offense was horrible. They were rolling out Patrick Mahomes. So Simmons said this too on his pod. He said in the Super Bowl against the Giants, the second one where they lost, they eventually started trying to roll out Tom Brady towards the sideline, try to like move the pocket because that four-man rush was so intense and so damaging. They couldn't keep him safe. So they'd hike the ball, he'd sprint out to the right, try to plant his feet, and try to get a pass that way. Once you're doing that, man, once you're doing that, you're done. It is so hard to run an offense that way. So they were doing that in the first quarter with Mahomes. So they were just absolutely just out there on the offense. Yeah, and you're right about that, leave it to Reaver. Comeback potential with Mahomes is always real, but their offense wasn't good enough. Like the Pats offense in that 28-3 game, you know they had it in them. I'm not sure this offense for the Chiefs had it in them. They never had to do that all season long. It was really, really bad. Really, really bad. So, yeah. And then on the other side of it, obviously, the Eagles offense was good enough to move the ball, right? Jalen Hurts was good. He had a couple really nice throws, a bunch of good throws, too. He hurt them with his legs a bunch. Had a bunch of nice runs right when it looked like, it's a 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and Jalen, bam, picks up the first down with his legs. He looked fast. He didn't take any big hits. They protected him on the passing plays. I mean, it was great. I love how this images search for Super Bowl 2025 is like, none of these are of the game, right? None of these are like, here's a touchdown catch. Here's a sack. I wonder if they hide images from the game in Google search because maybe the images are like crazy copyrighted of the game itself. Look at this. I guess there's one. That's one. That's Patrick Mahomes with his helmet off. Here's a bunch of logos for it. Here's stock footage. Here's the Reed and Mahomes talking to each other. Like, none of this is actually of the game. I wonder if you have to, like, do a different search. What's up, the Smuck? How you doing? Anyway, yeah, just a total combination of the Chiefs offense could not do anything against that defense, and then the Eagles offense was good enough. It didn't look world-beating. I mean, they won the Super Bowl, so I guess they did beat the world, but they didn't look crazy, crazy, crazy good. They were just really good and good enough to get the win, especially with that defense. What's up, Turgay? Yeah, Travis Kelce was bad. I mean, a couple of those throws were low to him. He had 2 receptions for like 11 yards. Like, he was not a factor in that game at all. At all. Turgay, I feel like the Eagles' defensive line was the MVP of that game. I think Hurts was good because he was. Hurts played very well. He killed him with his legs. He killed him with his arm. He had that really nice long touchdown to, what's his name? Can't remember the receiver's name. Anywho, crazy long touchdown pass there. So yeah, he was good, but I think if the Eagles' defensive line isn't as dominant as they are, if they're not getting all that pressure with 4, I think that's a much closer game. I think Kansas City's offense can move. I think they can score touchdowns in the first half. I think they can figure something out. But man, once you're getting pressure with 4, yeah, there you go. Arkadiox knows what's up. 3 turnovers that led to 2 or 3 touchdowns. Right. And even the interceptions that Mahomes threw, he was being pressured. He's being flushed out. He got hit on one of the picks that he threw by the defensive line. So, I mean, yeah, defensive line was murdering, just crushing it there. So that's the Super Bowl. Not very exciting, unfortunately, but, you know, sometimes the Super Bowls aren't the most exciting thing in the entire world. Halftime show was Kendrick Lamar. It was good. I don't know anything about Kendrick Lamar. All I know is he got in some kind of a rap battle with Drake where Kendrick Lamar was like, "You're a pedophile, man. What's up?" And that's about it. So I was mostly talking with my brothers about the game during halftime and kind of just watching it, less listening to it. Anywho, bottom right, Sharp for game number 1 here of the StarCraAAFT. Top left, it is Hero. We got YSC watching. We've got Ruins Moon watching here too. APMs, 14 or 13 on the OBS side of it. Check something real quick. All right, kiddo, so switching gears into the StarCraAAFT here. We've got a TvZ for game number 1 today. Overlord's counting out the wrong direction. That's A-okay. It's a cross spawn. Can't really do much about that. Let's times 2 it a little bit because it looks like we're not moving out for a proxy. That is an overpool opening here from Hero. Oh no, the APM down here for Ruin is dropping off a little bit. Rack's coming in. No crazy early gas or anything. No crazy vulture rush or anything along those lines here from our dude Sharp. Bit of an older replay, so this isn't quite the Sharp that made the finals of SSL Season 1, but still a fairly good monster in and of himself. National Anthem I thought was okay. I mean, dude at a piano, didn't really have any thoughts about it other than that. Again, I wasn't really there for the halftime entertainment or the pregame entertainment or anything. I really didn't care about any of that stuff. The commercials were garbage. The commercials were the worst. I mean, it's been that way for a few years now. It's really just nice bunker finishing up there. Really just a way for celebrities to get giant bags of money thrown at them to be in ads during the Super Bowl now. Like, there's no creativity. There's some creativity in the ads. Some of them put some work into it. But a lot of them were just like, let's get Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt on a soundstage together and advertise something. Like, people will be like, oh, I know that celebrity, I'm going to buy that product. Like, okay, great. It's not really good enough in my eyes. Yeah, it is kind of funny, though. So specifically that ad for the Chris Hemsworth and the Chris Pratt was for the Meta smart glasses, which is just like Google Glass from 10, 15 years ago now. You guys remember Google Glass? So what I love about it is Google Glass didn't work because people worried, number one, that people wearing Google Glass were recording them at all times and taking their picture at all times. It's like having your phone out just in front of you, like actively, visibly recording everyone you're talking to and everybody in public you're walking past. And people didn't like that very much. Which is not to say you can't be doing that anyway. There are tiny cameras. You can be using your phone to record people even if they don't know you are or whatever. It's just the visibility of it, right? People don't like knowing that someone is and could be recording them while you're talking to them. It makes people feel gross. So what I'm wondering about, what's up, Wander? So what I'm wondering about here for the meta glass is the entire point of the meta smart glasses that they look like regular glasses. Because it sure seems like it's the same thing Google Glass was, just without the visibility of, oh, this person's wearing Google Glass. I can tell they're wearing Google Glass because it looks like Google Glass. It doesn't look like regular glasses. So if someone is just wearing regular glasses and it looks, you can't tell they're recording you, then are you cool with it? I don't know. Looks like a lot of mutas from Hero on the opening, though. This guy is finishing the Spire. He's going to have a bunch of larvae here, too. It's a +1 attack really early here from Sharp. And turret production with a +1 attack coming in from ye old Mutalisks is coming in now. So turret production needs to start pretty soon. The mutas are popping very, very quickly. And GG Wander winning our free-for-all yesterday. Nicely done, Wander. There we go. Turret production's up. Mutas are on the way. Using this larva for Mutalisks. Okay, cool. So this is a heavy Mutalisk opening in our TvZ from Hero. Ready for it. Sharp. Got his turrets up. Got his +1 attack finishing up fairly soon. That's going to be really nice here, too. Yeah, just poking to see where these turrets are. You got a turret there. Great. You're covering the barracks, which is good. But how many volleys down? More than that. Nice marine positioning to get on top of that turret and keep it alive for the time being. Mutaflock looking good, man. Metabolic boost is on the way. Hydroden coming in. So he's going to try to keep the pressure on Sharp with the Mutalisks while he gets those lurkers out, while he gets a third base up at some point. He's going to need a third base soon, I want to say, but I don't see him sending a drone out. Wow, he's really creeping up because he sees these guys coming. Good Overlord positioning here by Hero. Excellent. Brings the mutas back home, says, all right, time for harassment is over. This is a +1 timing attack across the map with stim by these Marines and these medics. We need static defense. Yeah, and that's the second game in a row that Detroit basically ended up determining the winner by distracting one of the two giants on the field and making them smaller than they should be, and then bam, other guy wins. So we'll call Detroit Kingmaker at this point. I think he's earned that nickname. Mutas are back in, says we can defend the front without the mutas. That's awesome. So let's burn down a couple of these turrets. Our +1 attack is not done yet, but we have a decent number of mutas here. A couple SCVs dying. Marines have to pull back. I'm not sure. Sharp, I think maybe just happy there's not a third base from the Zerg yet. I don't know that he needs to push in at all here. I mean, there are 5 Sunkens. That seems like a pretty bad idea anyway. But dude, no base, no base, no base, no base, no base. Man, I don't know about this from Hero. Where's your third at? Sharp is way ahead right now. 2 bases, 35 to 27 total workers. He's got Marines out with +1, with stim, with range. The mutas don't have their upgrade yet, but they almost do. Yeah, Turgay, can't multi-stream because my connection to the ingestion server for the multi-streaming service for Streamlabs is busted. Can't talk to it without it dropping every 3 minutes, and it's really, really bad. So I'm talking to Streamlabs about getting that fixed. If they, I don't know, I might just need to go to a different multi-streaming service. There are different ones out there, like Restream.io might not be a bad idea. Might have to be doing that one. Ugh. Changing sucks. Guy's going Queen's Nest on 2 base. Drone moving out. Muta's trying to distract these guys and maybe kill all these guys. Maybe? I don't know. This is really tricky. Swinging it down here. Try to get a third base up. Couple hiders coming down to Lurker at 2. This is 9-minute third base. Queen's Nest before third base. Yeah, maybe I'll have to demand a refund, Gannon. Maybe you are correct about that one. Mutaflock. Not as big as I thought it would be. This guy invested into +1 mutas, but doesn't even have a full stack. He's got 8 of them flying around here. He's getting a hive at 9 minutes as his third base. He's getting a hive before his third base starts. Lurker's on the scan, and then he's like, oh, crap. Get there. Get there before the Lurker eggs finish. Kill them. Blast up the ramp. Get them. Get them. Kill them. They have so much. Oh, we're never getting through. There's way too much armor on these eggs, man. Ooh, lost a Muta. Now Lurker's top of the ramp. Okay, Sharp. Sharp. He's trying to get him before they... Oh, got one. But 2-stack Lurker's enough to keep them there anyway. So good attempt by Sharp. Maybe if he'd gotten that second Lurker, maybe that would have worked out for him. Quite possibly, but don't know. Do not know at all. Marines. Medics getting picked off here. Muta flock bigger. Okay, so now he goes back into an 11 Muta stack with the +1. Ooh, siege mode's on the way from Sharp. Interesting. He's going to try to deal with those Lurkers with siege tanks. Big fan to Filer Mound at 10 minutes. Kind of like this. It's a little bit touch and go here from Hero. His third base is crazy late. He doesn't have a third gas at all at 10 minutes. So it's not like he can make a ton of stuff here with his gas. He's not getting into Filer Mound and an Ultralisk Cavern and working on Chitinous Plating and getting Adrenal all at the same time, right? With that third gas, it seems like it'd be more possible. But as it stands, he's trying to do this with Lings, 0-0 Lings without the Crackling upgrade. And a bunch of +1 Mutas, which doesn't seem like it's enough. Irradiate's almost done. Science Vessel, hunting. Overlord dead. Would come close to supply blocking Hero. He doesn't really want to lose that guy there. Yeah, these Lings, no. This group kind of got split off and killed by the Mutas, but these Lings died. I don't know. Overlord gets sniped out there, too. Not a supply block, and Overlord popped up in the meantime. As Hero never stops making the Overlords. Adrenal getting fired up. This is tight. Oh, do not lose the Science Vessel before he gets an Irradiate off. Ah, but a great split. But a dead Science, but the first one dying really sucks, man. You need these Science Vessels if you're going to do what you're going to do. And what you're going to do is make a lot of Science Vessels. All right, Siege Tanks have made their way down here. Easier said than done. What's up, Scoots? 32, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the SPASM. Mutas. Okay, good. No. Yes. No. Move the Lurkers back. Irradiate the Mutaflock. Ooh, okay. About a B rank there. Reaction time not perfect. Ooh, getting up. Ah, Dark Swarm is done. Retreat. Fall off the high ground. Oh, that Dark Swarm timing was super good. Oh, this is bad news. Yeah, STARCRAAFT, politics, sports, and more. SPASM. How's it going, Martin? Yeah, I'm just going to be sprinkling in a little bit more focus on like current events and politics and sports and things. Maybe between games we'll have a little discussion on something. Like we had a nice little 5-minute discussion about the Super Bowl to start this stream, and maybe after this game we'll talk about some politics. Right? Maybe we always have been sprinkling stuff in here like that, but maybe a little bit more of a focus. Try to branch out just a little bit. I don't know. We're just trying stuff. We're trying to mix it up here as we're moving into the... We are committed to full-time streaming here, right? Yeah, full-time streaming. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, this expanding here from Sharp. I don't know, Hero. I do not know. He's got a third base. He's got a fourth base coming up. The only saving grace from Hero is that the man has Dark Swarm. And he's got Adrenal. So you get across the map with the Dark Swarm, with the Adrenal. It's not a mech... Ooh, it is. Sharp mech transitioning here, too, with a base advantage. Oh, I kind of love this from Sharp. I mean, we saw the siege mode. I thought maybe we were just adding tanks in to deal with the Lurkers, but this is full-on Vulture, Spider Mine, siege tank shenaniganry. We are meching. I love this from Sharp. Ooh, Dark Swarm barely saves that one Lurker. That's annoying. Science Vessel could irradiate it. Does he recognize he could irradiate this one Lurker? Is it worth it to irradiate that one Lurker? Quite possibly. Holding center here, Mr. Zergling. I mean, he doesn't really have any vision because he's on this low ground, but not that he has vision anyway. 3 base in Zerg, trying to get the Marine Siege Tank army off of his butt. 1-1 upgrades on these Marines. I don't think we're going to be further upgrading them because we're making more and more factories back home. Vultures coming out of the map. Ah, there we go. Barracks floating across here too for scouting purposes. Muta's going to be able to take those suckers down. So now, all of a sudden, ooh, tech switch, mind switch, paradigm shift. Here, let's see what we get from the Zerg player. How's he going to deal with this mech? He immediately throws down an Ultralisk Cavern. Don't know that I feel all that good about it. Depends on how many siege tanks there are, as always, how many spider mines the Ultras are taken to. The little last remnants of the Marines are trying to stay active, trying to prevent the Zerg player from getting too many bases. This 4th base, I think he's given up on. Man, I feel like this is bustable. I really do. Maybe he does too. He's heading down south. Man, expanding again? Sharp, you madman. You absolute madman. Okay, good irradiate on the Defiler. Ooh, dragging these guys up. Defiler dies without casting anything. I mean, he got that 1 Dark Swarm, I guess. These Lurkers try to... No, there's no Dark... Okay, at this stage of the game, Lurkers without Dark Swarm are not very good at all. Vultures trying to push. Ooh, they get a Defiler. That guy can't get in. He's wiggling around. He does get sniped with the last hit from that Vulture. Sick. That was so close. I don't think they can get back in there. They were bouncing around. Oh no, losing 2 Defilers is really bad at this stage of the game. Oop, losing a Science Vessel at this stage of the game, also very bad. Yeah, the thing about Science Vessels is they almost have to be moving if they're away from the Marines. They got to be coming in or going out, come in, cast a spell, get out of there. You cannot wander in, cast a spell, and hang out. This is my biggest pet peeve in professional StarCraft, is the number of players that send a spellcaster in to do something and then just park it there. You got to get it out. You got to pull it back. Nice Dark Swarm. Cracklings on top of your dudes. +1/+2 on... Oh, nice Plague as well. All right. Hero's got all the tools. He's doing everything that he needs to do if he's going to win this game. But he's only on 3 bases. This is a good test, honestly. Oh, gosh. Oh. Almost saved the Science Vessel. Spider Mine inside the Dark Swarm. Killed the Defiler. Got him. Got a Lurker too. Oh, got a group of Lings, and these guys are going to die. So this is a full test, right? This is a test. If a Zerg player has Dark Swarm and Plague and Adrenal and Ultralisks and Defilers and everything against a Terran player, can they defeat them even if they are down like 4 bases? Because I don't think he can. I don't think he can. He's got a lot of great stuff going for him right now, but he's down 155 to 120 supply against a meching Terran player who's got 1 million siege tanks. They've got 2-1 upgrades. They're working on their +3. Oh, this little high ground position can't quite siege that 4th base. Yeah, Hero's in so much trouble. It's a 60 worker, 4 basing Zerg with a 5th base coming in here. Ultralisks in production. I don't know if this is the answer unless you're also dropping the Ultras. You know how I feel about drops. You know how I feel about these drops. Little Nidus shenaniganry here at the 4th base, reinforcing as well as they can. Science Vessels are just not worried, I guess, about Scourge killing them here because they're just parked over the enemy creep like everything's fine. I don't feel good about it. The Dark Swarm is a major problem for sure. Ultra's out. Ultra's exploding, man. Yeah, they're out. Look at this little counterattack. This is good. This is something Hero can do, right? Send Cracklings out to bases that are utterly, woefully under-defended. And maybe you can shut down a few SCVs there, but it's 70 workers for Sharp even after this attack. Oh, I guess they're not dead yet. It'll be lower in a second. Nidus getting sniped would be pretty good. Honestly, snipe the Nidus. There you go. Nidus sniped. Defiler gets killed in the splash damage of killing that Nidus. This base is going to die. Lings chasing SCVs around, but there are enough Spider Mines and Vultures to handle a good chunk of these Cracklings. They've got good upgrades considering how tough this has been, but I think that's it. I think this base dies. I do not see anywhere that Hero wins this thing. He's on 3 bases. Still mining from his main is natural a little bit because, again, Zergs undersaturate their bases. Another base coming up there, too. And, Overlord sniped. Nidus is here. Okay, so he's got a secondary Nidus at the 3rd he can use to maybe try to get a surround on this. But look at this vision. He's got the engineering bay and the science facility floating too for extra vision purposes. They're in the same location, which is hilarious. Yeah, see, no. One siege tank against a bunch of unsieged, or one Ultralisk against a bunch of unsieged siege tanks. Absolutely not. Siege tanks are going to die. There's not even any Dark Swarm coming across the map with this. Yeah, that Ultra's dead. This Ultra's dead. No, no, no. None of this is how you're supposed to do this. The Hero just doesn't have the income, doesn't have the gas, especially with the death of this base. Sharp is just crushing it. This is Super Bowl all over again, man. This is not even close. 178 to 131 supply. Zerg player anemically sending a couple ultras here. This base is already back and running. Every ultra that gets sent out across the map is getting killed by siege tanks and Goliaths and spider mines and just denying this base entirely. Spider mines continuing to get placed. Bam, big hit, big hit, big hit. This guy tries to run in and fight a bunch of unsieged tanks and dies immediately. Gets a couple kills, but not worth the gas it is for an Ultralisk, man. These are just bad trades all across the board. This game is over. This game is over. Turkey wants a Soul Key game. Look, we get Zerg wins a lot. Last week we had a bunch of Zerg wins against Terran. This is just not it. This is not his game. The delay on the 3rd base was massive. The delay on the 4th base was also really good. And then the tech switch into mech as Sharp was expanding up this right side and taking this base too was perfect. It was really well executed. What's up, Hashim? All the way from Saudi Arabia, legendary Hashim. Sieging up, firing up, fired up, legs, chasing it down. Hero's trying, man. I gotta appreciate it. He's continuing to send in. He's just... The trick is always here is that there's no Dark Swarm in these attacks. These attacks would be devastating if there was one Dark Swarm right here. Or one Dark Swarm over on this base. Or up here, right? It would be so much better. But he's not bringing Dark Swarm with him. I don't know if he can't get the Defilers across the map or what. I don't know if he's trying to get the Defilers off the map, and maybe Sharp is just patrolling for them. He's letting Ultras go and just making sure no Defilers get from the left side to the right side. That seems like it's possible. Yeah, Hashim, we'll be playing live games here in... oh, about an hour. Yeah, that's probably fair to say. This base dying again. This base not coming back. This is O-V-E-R over. 67 SCVs. Look, these Ling attacks have killed a few SCVs here and there. They have. Few workers have died here from Sharp. Wiped out an entire mineral line right here. It's still 70 workers from Sharp. His macro is insanely impressive right here. He's got 3-2 siege tanks in huge numbers. Tries a Muta tech switch. Maybe, you know, he's hoping maybe... there aren't enough Goliaths to kill them all. It doesn't matter. GG, man. Sharp gets the win here in 23 minutes. Impressive, impressive stuff there from Sharp. So from the delay to the 3rd base, into the mech tech switch, into killing that 4th, and making sure the 5th base never really happens. That's one of the better TvZs I've ever seen Sharp play. How's it going to Lucas? Yeah, outproducing the Terran player, but that killed 2-to-1 kill death ratio when you only got outproduced by the Zerg player by like 100. That's never going to work out at all. And then the outspend. The outspend in a TvZ by a Terran. Never going to happen. Wow. All right. So that is absolutely crushing. absolutely crushing. All right, where are we going with this one? There's that, there's this. There's that and the other. All right. Good, good, good. So I do want to do a little bit of a political discourse here. Just a couple things. One thing I want to kind of do is every once in a while keep track of the price of eggs. Because, right, the price of eggs was a big thing before the election and continues to be kind of a big thing during the election. So I'm going to look up. I've been keeping track of this in my Discord server. It was one dead nerd for sure. Hashimi's like, where are my sound alerts? I want the sound alerts. I know. I definitely am with you on that one. Okay. So here we're going to go. We're going to go to Walmart. Here is the price of eggs currently. Over on Discord, I've been keeping track of this. So if I go... Here it is. So effectively... Okay, so a week ago, 12 eggs, a dozen eggs, were $4.50 at my local Walmart. And 2 days ago, I did an egg check, and it was $6.12, and now it's $5.46. So it's up. It's up from $4.50 a week or 10 days ago, but it's down from where it was 2 days ago. This is some crazy stuff. Yeah, an eggs command from Lucky Noob, right? So I don't know. Like, I'm hearing stories of people where there are no eggs at their local Costco, or eggs are $10 for 12 eggs, and I'm just like, I don't see this. I don't see where this is, at least in my neck of the woods here in Salt Lake City. So I don't know if it's just not reaching us or if it's coming later. But yeah, these large eggs, 12 count. This is what I've been tracking the whole time. $5.46. Pretty darn reasonable. Should we look at, you want to look at gas prices? We can definitely look at gas prices. Updating location. All right. Get out of here. Do not care. I want a chart. So what do we think? Who do we trust here? EIA.gov. AAA fuel prices. Yep, see, Steven says he hasn't shown any of that stuff. Was my address there, Condemn Marine? Oh, no. Well, it's gone now. Nobody probably noticed. So this is not a chart, is it? This is just showing where gas prices are most expensive across the board here. So let's see. California, $4.60. They've got high gas tax on their prices. Utah's at $3.04. Utah's about as cheap as it's getting in the nation right now. West Virginia's at $2.90. Massachusetts at $3.03. Florida's at $3.15. Texas, $2.70. Oh, hang on. Blue is cheaper. Never mind. Cheapest in the country is Texas. $2.70. $2.60. $2.80 in, and what is Rhode Island? Why is it white? I don't know. That's $3. $3 as well. Gannon says jumbo 12 count of eggs is $7.49 at his local ShopRite. So we need we want a chart though, huh? Gas prices in Utah drop, but that was a while ago. I need. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this goes back to 1992. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I remember this day right here. I remember 1999, winter 99, gas got under $1 a gallon. I remember this because one of my friend's older brothers was driving us somewhere, and he was like, gas is 92 cents a gallon? Holy crap. And we got gas because it was under $1. I don't think he even needed it that day, but he was so excited. And that is the last time I ever saw gas under $1 in my entire life. I am old. So if we go back here, so this is when gas was super cheap during COVID, right? $1.78. People were not driving anywhere. The demand for gas was crazy, crazy low, so the price went down. That's how this works, supply and demand. Very basic economics. And then it's pretty much gone up from there. In June 2022, it was $5 a gallon on average across the entire country. And then went down and down and down and down and down and down and down. And it's been trending down here to, so here's the election, 305, and then it went to 301, and now it's it's a little bit lower. So yeah, 304 on average across the country right now. I mean, seems okay. Or we'll just go to a 1-year graph. Yeah, these are gas prices across the country. It's definitely gone up since December 30th, but not by, right? 10 cents a gallon, not really anything worth writing home about. It's been going down over the last couple days there too. So, I don't know. I think gas prices look okay if that's what we're all concerned about. I don't think that's anything that I'm gonna freak out about right now. So then the other thing is RJB came into the Discord server and basically argued that somebody presented an argument on the internet that the DOGE, right, the Department of Government Efficiency that Elon Musk is heading, that was set up by Trump, is a continuation of an organization that was set up by Obama during the Obama administration. So it's not something that was created out of whole cloth. And I thought that was like, oh, okay, I hadn't heard this before. This is new. So basically, this is what it is. So right here, DOGE structure is the reorganization, not the establishment, the reorganization and renaming of the United States Digital Service. So the United States Digital Service, the USDE or DS, was created by Obama during his term, effectively to, here, look. Right here. So it's been percolating since 2012. When did they actually do it? 2014. So founded by Obama in August 14. It basically said it brought together the best engineering, design, and government talent to change our government's approach to technology. So what they wanted to do was basically they wanted to access government services easily. So they wanted to change a bunch of stuff within the government. So they wanted to modernize immigration, update veterans benefits, and healthcare.gov. They put it on an application. A lot of people applied. They did all this stuff basically through executive order under this USDS concept. And, you know, basically did a lot of things under Obama's power without having to go through Congress, without having to go through the Senate, and did it. And we're like, cool, this is awesome. This is the greatest thing. But unfortunately for them, what happened after that is that then Trump comes in, basically uses the exact same thing that they set up, renames it DOGE, and then basically starts going into all of these different organizations within the Fed in the US and changing things and cutting and letting people go and doing all this stuff that is within the power of the USDS that already existed. So in short, I mean, this is... What's up, Eric? Yeah, we could do that. You can't technically post links here in chat, Eric, but if you share it to me over Discord or email me the link at falconpaladin@gmail.com, I'll post it up for you, man. What's up, Psychonuts? But yeah, so that's the bottom line. The bottom line here is that executive power for the president is dangerous, and we've gotten way too cavalier at using it. And the biggest problem, if you want to make an argument that I think resonates with both parties equally, is that if your president uses executive orders to get stuff done and bypasses legislation, the next guy, you've opened the door for them to do the same thing. Right? They might use some of the same doors that you open to do stuff that you don't want them to do. So just, I wish both parties were a little bit less cavalier about using it and just more interested in going through legislation. And I know it's harder. I know you have to get people in Congress and the Senate to agree with you, and I know nobody gets along, and it's way, way, way tougher, but it's the right way to do it, man. Oh, it's tough. It is really, really tough. Yeah, I saw that too, Turgay. Right. It's been done a lot. It's been done a lot. If we are... Hold on. Number of executive orders by president. Where my table is at. Here it is. Yeah, so if we look at this, we look at total number of executive orders by president, average per years in office. George Washington made 8 total orders for, I guess, 1 year in office. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, average per year was 1. Right, because he was in office for 8 total years. So it's like 8, 1, 4, 12, 17 over 4 total years, right? 8. And then suddenly Ulysses S. Grant goes nuts, 200, up from 79. And then everybody's kind of chill. Theodore Roosevelt did a lot of stuff with national parks using executive orders, 1,000 for him, 1,800 for Woodrow Wilson, trying to get us out of the Great Depression. That's what Wilson was doing. Herbert Hoover, same thing for him. FDR, same thing for him. And World War II, 3,700 by him. We calm down after FDR, get under 1,000 from Truman, which is interesting stuff. Everybody's in the hundreds from there on. We've kind of established that 100 orders is 100 to 200, maybe 300 is what we're going to do. And then we get down to what looks like where we are today. Clinton, 364. Bush, 291. Obama, 300. Trump in his first term, 200. Biden, 162. And then Donald Trump, 59 so far. Not done yet. So what's funny is we all complain about executive orders, but FDR way outstrips everybody else in how many executive orders he filed during his term, his years in office. That's absolutely crazy, crazy stuff, man. Look at that. That's amazing. Who is the worst president? That's a good question. Yes, FDR was in wartime, but is that what they are? I mean, it would be interesting to look into it, right? I think a lot of these have to do with the New Deal, right? FDR was trying to basically kind of revamp the economy to give people government jobs to help them during unemployment times. So that's a big part of it, certainly. But yeah, I wonder how many of those directly relate to World War II is a good question. Yeah, Fred, we're doing both. We are mixing in both of those things. So let me take a quick look into my email. We'll talk about Eric here for a second. FalconPaladin@gmail.com, right? The one before Lincoln was one of the worst, says Happy. Who's before Lincoln? I don't know if I know who was before Lincoln. Check in the spam folder. It was in the spam folder. All right, kids. Check this out. Long-time channel member here, Eric, says his car broke down. He could use some help. So let's check out and get a copy. Can I get a copy of this link real fast? Oh, share it. Sure, copy link. There you go. Copying the link. Hop it up here. Yep. So bottom line, need some help here. Got some donations. Come head over to the GoFundMe and we can help Eric out again. He is an awesome dude. What's up, Critter? Got back from a weekend vacation for a political debate. Yeah, I don't know that we're debating here. I think we're just talking about some stuff involving politics. Calvin hates George Washington. Wow, that's them's fighting words. is what those are. So yeah, check out the GoFundMe. Click on it. If you can just donate $1, I think that would be nice. Would it be good enough? All right, all right. Okay, so let's hop on back into the StarCraAAFT here. I just thought that was an interesting thing that RJB came up with. Effectively, the DOGE is not a new creation. It is something that came about because of Obama. What he wanted to use some executive order to fix some stuff within the federal government, and then left some doors open for the DOGE to be created and just renamed. Absolutely crazy stuff. Okay, let's go YSC versus Ample. Game number 2 of the pro games here on the stream today. We're on Polypoid. Let's go. Yeah, politics affects everyone. It certainly does. But I think the way that we talk about politics matters a lot. So top right, it's Ample. Bottom right, it's YSC. What I want to do, right, and I've always tried to do this. I've always tried to be fair. I've always tried to look at both sides of a political debate and determine what's actually going on, what the spin is, and try to find a way to look at it that interprets things as they are. I do want to call things bad when they're bad, and I want to call things good when they're good. I don't want it to just be wishy-washy and say like, oh, everything, you know, everything political is whatever. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. It can make a big difference in our lives for sure. So anyway, PvT here on Polypoid. Excellent, excellent stuff. Probe scouting out the wrong direction. Anything from our dude Ample interesting? Not so much. Throwing up the gate. Not getting crazy early gas. So he's going to bunker this up. Going to expand. And there's that gas, which means Cybercore, which means range, which means we're going to get some Dragoons pushing at the front here for Ample. Is he going to be ready for it? Probably. Ample's pretty good at this stuff. No real complaints that way. So yeah, I mean, bottom line, the argument that is being made is that the DOGE is entirely legal. It is just using Zealot pressure. No bunker, actually. Not yet. Zealot. The body blocking. The SC... Oh, gosh. The SCV blocking here. The Marine Micro from Ample. Crazy good. Zealot down. This Zealot getting chased. The SCV... Wow. Ample's Micro here is absolutely disgusting. And maybe a couple kills on these Zealots. We're going to get Dragoons coming in here next. Oh, crazy, crazy amounts of annoying. But yeah, got the expansion down. Couple SCVs died, couple Marines died, but I think Ample's totally fine with this. 2 kills on a Zealot. Nothing to write home about. He's trying to stay alive and regen some of his shields, but he's not getting another kill, and he does get wiped out. Now the Dragoons are coming. Singularity charge is finishing up. The bunker is down. The Marines get inside the bunker just in the nick of time. That was very, very close. Firing away. Range finishes fantastically. Psychonuts really enjoyed the halftime show of the Super Bowl. We talked about it a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I was mostly talking about the game with my brothers during the halftime show. I wasn't really... It was more watching it than listening to it. But listening to it, I kind of had a hard time understanding the words. Like, I don't know that Kendrick was enunciating very well, but I guess that's the style, right? That's the style of rap. Just not something I have a lot of experience with. Robotics facility. Is he going to be worried about those spider mines? Was it a Squid Game theme? It seems like it kind of was. Eric.
Much love, Falcon. Thanks for the share.
Yeah. We'll pop it in there again, Eric. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. Third base getting saturated, trying to make up for the fact that the second base of the Terran was before the second base of the Protoss, which is not ideal for the toss. So third base coming in earlier is trying to do a compliment. Wyhas had to change the time. My daughter has a soccer tryout. I got to pick her up earlier than usual. It messed up the whole start time of the stream, man. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Yeah, my brother. Actually, again, watched the stream with my brothers last night. And that one wide shot of the triangle and the square and the X and the circle, he's like, oh, it's PlayStation. It's a subversive ad for PS5 during the halftime show. Definitely saw that. Pretty Serena Williams was up there dancing. I don't know. It seemed fun. Just I wasn't really the target audience for that one. I'm not the target audience for a lot of Super Bowl halftime shows, I guess. When it was Tom Petty, I wasn't the target audience. When it was the Rolling Stones, I wasn't the target audience. Dragoon saying, hey, you stay inside your base, Mr. Terran. You're not getting a third. I'm going to try to deny this. A lot of siege tanks are out here from Apple, though. And trying to Reaver drop up this way. Does get shut down by the tank positioning. Reavers, ooh, are they juking back in? They're juking over. They're trying to slow this push. He's trying his best snow interpretation here, right? Look at that. Zealot bombs. Gets the Reaver. Oh, he unloads it in the middle of the siege tanks and immediately dies. That was not the slickest move I've ever seen. But it feels like he has enough Dragoons to crush this tank line. Ho, ho, ho. At least whittle it down. Finish it. Finish the tank. Got it. Finishing the tank. Spider-Mine's a bit of a problem here. No obs on the field for YSC, and the Vultures are trying to get their revenge as well. Have I ever been the target audience of a Super Bowl show? I'm not sure that I have. I'm thinking about it. YHOS was right in his Eagles pick. Nicely done, YHOS. That was not even a close game, dude. Take your flowers. This is an 8-kill Dragoon, by the way. It's dead now, but 8 kills is impressive for a Dragoon. Very impressive. More shuttles coming in, trying to get a 4th base up. Vultures being active, but nice pylon blocks on both sides. No access into this 3rd base whatsoever. The Michael Jackson halftime in 1993 might have been the biggest halftime show in the history of the Super Bowl. Michael Jackson in 93 was the biggest star, I think, in the world at that point. Peak of his powers. And doing the Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah, I think that's the most views they've ever gotten. Quite possibly. What's up, Christian? Did you bet on the Super Bowl? Ah, see, this is why I don't sports bet, man. This is why I don't do it. Turgay wants to know what to do about a smelly friend. How do we handle our smelly, smelly friend? Ooh, that's a tough one. Coming in. Reaver unloads, shuttle dies. One-way trip for Mr. Caterpillar Man. He gets no damage there. Great SCV pull from Ample. Sure, 1 Vulture is a fine. 3 Vultures, fine trade. 4 Vultures for a Reaver is an absolutely fantastic trade. That was extremely well shut down by Ample. This is Reaver stuff not getting anything done here. I don't know. The Eagles were favored, though, right? You had to put more money in on the Eagles to win a bunch of money, right? I'm pretty sure the Eagles were favored in that game. But sure, if you bet a ton of money on the Eagles, you're swimming in it full show. Well, here's the tricky thing, though. Drake bet a lot on the Chiefs, says Psychonuts, lol. The tricky thing about if your friend smells because of the food they eat, which is definitely something that happens, I don't think showering often actually helps with that, does it? Maybe it does. Chiefs were favored, says Arcadiox. Hot dang, never mind. I take it back. Totally taken back. Leave it to Reaver. Bet on the Eagles and didn't get suckered into the Barkley TD bet. Nicely done. Leave it to Reaver. GG. Yeah, I don't know. So if somebody smells because of the food they eat, which again happens, is the only way to stop it to have them stop eating the food that they eat and change their diet? That's a bigger thing, right? If somebody stinks just because they don't shower or they don't wear deodorant, that's an easier fix. Like, hey man, take a shower. Maybe take a shower twice a day. Here's some deodorant. Maybe try a different one. But if it's just like, hey man, I'm showering, I'm wearing this deodorant, but I just exude the smells of the foods that I eat, then getting them to change their diet seems like an absolutely impossible task. Maybe not, but so much harder, right? Oof. Okay, Dragoon set up, pressuring, containing, expanding again. YSC 3 base and ample. YHA says it is about the soap and deodorant. Psychonuts says wash your clothes. Yeah, I mean, okay, if it's a friend, right? Important term here is friend. You should be able to talk to your friend honestly about this, explain what's going on, make it clear. It doesn't affect your friendship. Just let them know, hey man, this is something that's going on. Maybe make some changes in your personal life. We can support you in this. We love you. That's way different than being like, hey, stranger on the bus, you stink, fix your problem. You know what I mean? Wow, I don't know about attacking into this position, but let's maybe trade out a couple siege tanks. Zealots are getting on top of a couple of the tanks in the front. Nice storm. First storm of the day on the stream. Vulture ball looking great. Yeah, those Zealots died very quickly. Every single Dragoon has to retreat from that position. Killed? I don't know. I don't think that was a good trade from YSC. He's still up. About 30 supply, which is where he wants to be. I love that he's expanding behind it, expanding twice behind it as well. Imagine this is a neighborhood where most people have poor hygiene. Well, in that case, when in Rome, right? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. If everybody stinks, then like, I don't know what you do there. I don't know if you're changing the culture of an entire neighborhood. Maybe you could. There are some people capable of changing the culture of an entire neighborhood, but I think they're very special people with a lot of charisma and a lot of convincing power. But I'm not sure most of us are in that camp, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? 3 bases, looking all sorts of fantastic here from Ample. He'd love to have 4, but for now, he's fine. Man's got 1/1 upgrades on his tanks. The Dragoons are at +2. YSC saturating his 6th base. My apologies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good stuff, YSC. Try to keep an eye on an upgrade on, there you go, the Cyber Core, but not happening. Psy Storm on a...
Basically a year and a half. Where the hell has the time gone? I hope your games are going great.
Hey, what's up, Real Squid? Thanks for the Overmind re-up for 17 months. Overmind supporter on the channel here on YouTube is so freaking great. Thank you so much. Great stuff there. Okay, a bunch of tanks died there. That is a great win. Still up about 30 supply here. YSC whittling the tank count down. Terran player did get a 4th base down this right side. Not ideal at all. Maybe another expansion here from YSC. He needs to keep ahead. A 7th base would be pretty nice in this situation, and he's really got to be considering a carrier transition here. That said, 150 supply for the Terran. His tank count needs to be replaced. It's going to slow him down quite a bit. Another attack, killing even more tanks, could be pretty fantastic here as well. Eric loves PvZ as his favorite matchup. Oh, PvT. You're talking about tanks. I think you mistyped there a little bit, Eric. YHA says, use a bidet to clean your bum after you take a poop. Psy Storms. 1 tank dies. I don't know. Not the best one of all time. Couple SCVs got caught into the aftermath there too, and the splash damage. 59 workers for the Terran player. 4 bases. Protoss is really trying to keep this from getting out of hand, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, dude. No upgrades for Eras on the way. Trying maybe to just gateway man this with Zealot bombs, High Templar bombs. No sign of Arbiters, no sign of carriers. Don't feel good. Do not feel good about this. But he's taking a 7th base, as a doctor would recommend. Coming back into this position, it's just a high ground spot. Everywhere he's going to go is high ground. At least this is a wide ramp. Nice Psy Storms. Beautiful Psy Storms. D-Matrix trying to weather some of this damage. Another Psy Storm comes up. Tanks are getting bruised. Zealots are gone. Dragoons back it out. I don't think he's breaking this. I think what he's just trying to do is make trades as well as he can, use the extra money he's getting to make sure that he can replace faster than the Terran can replace. Nobody's got a bank, but there is faster income for the Protoss here than for the Terran. Terran's fine. Like, 4-basing Terran, he's not going to worry about that. But we're basically zerging it right now. How's it going, Bjorn? What is up, Bjorn? Happy Monday, man. Thanks for the massive support over the weekend, dude. 2 major support hits over paypal.com from Bjorn. FalconPaladin@gmail.com, just the address for that one, as to legend of the stream, Bjorn. I like that YSC is remaining active. He's out here. He's not hanging out. He's not letting the Terran just do whatever he wants and come across the map and siege up his 3rd base or siege up his 5th base or his 6th base, right? Trying to be active. I don't know what you're talking about with soccer, Whitehouse. I'm not talking about soccer. Where'd this come from? Yeah, see, trying to get up this little narrow ramp is a lot harder, but sometimes you got to go where the Terran player doesn't expect you, right? Psystorming up the ramp. Every responding tank is taking a lot of psionic pressure to their face. High ground, sieging up again. So not trying to expand here yet. He's at an SCV parked here for a couple minutes. Not sure. There it is. Now he's throwing up the 5th base. So far, so good from the Terran. He's weathered the storm. His tank count is good. He's managed to get his upgrades up. He's getting to the point where it's going to be a huge, huge tank group. Oh, my daughter's soccer game. Yeah, every kid in America plays soccer. Like, the most popular youth sport in the country is soccer. And then eventually everybody gets into football or basketball. You know, there's still a lot of kids that play soccer, but football and basketball are the bigger ones in the country. It's just, it's harder for a 6-year-old to play football than soccer is generally how it works. And for girls too, they don't have football, so they've got one fewer sport to go into. Fenerbahce, says Turgay. No idea what that is. None whatsoever. Moving out, trying to get a storm drop over here at the 3 o'clock base. There are some tanks, and maybe we zealot bomb the tanks. SCVs in here to fight to unsiege the tanks. You're gonna lose them. Ah, every tank dies. Then then the follow-up busting through. Nice. Ah, reinforcing tanks have to come in here. This 4th base has to run. Dragoons killing supply depots, trying to supply block our Terran friend, but he's at 148 supply with 200 available. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Comsat down. Sure, why not? Maybe more DTs later on. Unload in, trying to storm from the high ground to the low ground, and then send the Zealots in on the follow-up. Nice, completely shutting down this 4th base. The 5th base is coming in too. Nice D-Matrix keeps one of the tanks alive. No, he goes down even with the D-Matrix. But this base is shut down temporarily. 12 o'clock is a big deal from Ample right now. Command Center floats back in, says we really need this income if we're going to come back in. Protoss has expanded where he can expand for the time being. This is available but pretty exposed and open to counterattack, especially just by a Vulture group. And Ample says, all right, enough shenanigans. It's time to come down and kill some bases. And YSC says, you know, I might let you have this one. No, he decides to come back in and try to shut this attack down, but that's not enough Dragoons. Maybe some incredible storms. Tanks are not being spread out as much as they probably should be here. He's not winning this. Yeah, YSC is definitely not winning this, but he's up 165 to 101 supply thanks to all of those bases that he has available. Yeah, this Nexus is dead. He tried to save it. I don't know. I guess he found a lot of clumped up siege tanks and said if we storm those super hard, then that will work out for us, right? Sieged, siege, size storm, clumped tanks. Can he save the... He's really trying to save this Nexus. It's not going to happen, but by golly. Doing his best here. What's up, Chris D? Longtime channel member Chris in the house. How you doing? Oh my gosh, he saved it. He sent in another huge wave of Zealots. My goodness. Yeah, the extra income really making it work here. Ample's in trouble. He's got that 12 o'clock. He's expanding top left. He never got his fourth base back. This command center is just kind of hanging and not providing any value for anyone. And it's 180 to 99 supply. Dude, this is the power of Protoss at its finest. Where is Ganon right now? This is a huge, huge lead here for the Protoss. Zealot unloads, forces an unsiege on those tanks, tries to pop up into that 12 o'clock. Turrets shove it away, and a couple vultures swinging around there too. Shuttle's not finding much purchase today, but as far as the defense of this base goes, that was a big, big, big moment for YSC. Love this one spider mine parked up here. Just keeping an eye on these pylons. You never know when the pylons are going to start causing trouble. Cannon's like, I'm here. I'm happy about this game. Stop commenting on it or caster curse me. Fair enough. Arbiter Tribunal coming in at 25 minutes. A little bit late on that one. But hey, better late than never is what my grandpa always used to say. Expanding again. Ample. But these guys have something to say about it. That's probably a canceled. Oh, can they get there and force a cancel on it? Can they get there and force a cancel on it? No, they're waiting. They're going to wait for it to finish. Are there any Dragoons in this? Yes, actually. Maybe. Kill the SCV. Kill the SCV. Kill the SCV! Kill the SCV! Kill the SCV! No! It finished! Oh, it finished! They could have at least delayed it a little. They did force a liftoff, which delays it a little bit. Yes. Oh, that turret positioning is really good. The counterattack on the other side, though. 194 to 114 supply here. YSC coming across the middle. It's delayed because of the spider mines, and it did take down a High Templar, I think, there. That totally sucks. That totally sucks. Continuing to go forward. No, heading to the... Where are we going, YSC? Well, a lot of the army's over there, so maybe we run through here. I'm not quite sure where he wants to go. What's up, YHOS? To the window, to the wall. Thanks for the super chat. All the way from exotic Canada. Coming back home to reload up these shuttles. They made it all the way back. That's nice. YSC is not expanded for a minute. He's going to try to take this right side 3 o'clock. I love that. But Amble's taking the top left, dude. Army a bit out of position here. This counterattack from YSC. It's a little bit later than I think it should be, but it's working. D-Matrix keeps that tank alive for an extra 2 seconds. Good blanketing Psystorms there up on that high ground at the defunct third. It's just high ground right now. It's not a base we're trying to defend. Man, go right. Send these zealots right. So many good Psystorms. 150 to 78 supply. Terran's not doing super hot here. Falling back, letting the Zealots do whatever they want to do. Leaving a High Templar here to die. Seems like a rough choice. He decides not to go up the ramp. I mean, he probably wasn't coming home, and probably the Dragoons weren't all going to get up this ramp anyway because of pathing issues, but at the same time, I feel like that would have been very cool. Get up there, right? Tanks popping out, dying immediately. Vultures popping out, dying immediately. Just getting on top of the production of your enemy is always fan-friggin-tastic. Really, really fantastic. But, man, a 2-to-1 army supply here. YSC should be able to do this. But maybe not attacking into a huge tank line of plus... This isn't even +3 tanks yet. Dude, Ample doesn't have +3 siege tanks yet. What? What? Where's his +3? Man has... I don't know why he hasn't touched... I don't know why he's done that yet, man. Oh! Wow! And then all it takes is a little storm drop up the top side. He knows. He knows how down he is. He knows how big this army is. And he just taps out. So GG. A little bit of an anticlimactic ending there. One little storm drop is enough to make him tap it, but he knew he was super, super down. Economically, just smooshed there in 28 minutes, and there it is. That is the kind of win we're looking for in a PvT for Ganon. Man alive. All right. Oh. Yeah, what else did I want to talk about today? The... The Luka Doncic trade, which I've already complained about extensively extensively on the stream, but let's just get a little bit here more. Look at the latest news on Anthony Davis, who the Dallas acquired in exchange for Luka Doncic. And look, Mavs new star Davis out for multiple weeks with an abductor strain. Hey, who saw this coming? Literally everybody. Shams is reporting. Tim McMahon's reporting on this. Nope, let's not throw some ads up here. Not at all. Dallas Mavericks star power forward center Anthony Davis is expected to sit out multiple weeks because of a left abductor strain, sources told ESPN on Sunday night. His absence could stretch to a month, sources said, because of an injury that cut short his spectacular debut with his new franchise. It's the worst. It's the worst. I cursed the Terran, says Yhaas. I don't think I did, actually. It's ridiculous. It's utterly, utterly ridiculous that you would trade Luka because you're worried about potential injury with him, potential being out of shape with him, and in return you get street clothes Anthony Davis, who is injured all the time. He has a history of being injured all of the time. He put it together one season in the bubble, was the important guy for a title team. Good job by him. That was 5 years ago now. 5 years ago, he was in the finals and got that title. He's 31 years old now. Luka's 25. You took an old guy with an injury history who's only going to get older and only going to have more and more injuries in exchange for Luka Doncic. It's the most insane display. Yeah, there you go. Yhaas. He had 26 and 16, and he got injured for several weeks in the same game. Not on Twitch HQ because the multi-stream service for Streamlabs is still garbage today. We're trying to get it fixed. I might have to switch to a different multi-stream like Restream.io. If it's not working for tomorrow, I'm going to switch, I think. This has been ridiculous. Multi-stream is important. Too important. Too importante. Anyway. Yeah, ridiculous. So that's Anthony Davis. You Mavs fans are committing Harry Carey here consistently across the board. Yeah. They've got to be sad. They're just the saddest fans in sports right now. They lost their 25-year-old MVP level superstar for this 31-year-old guy who can't stay healthy for one game. For one game. And this, the biggest fear here, right, for Mavs fans is that Luka takes this personally, goes to the Lakers, gets healthy, stops eating garbage, right, gets in shape for the first time in his life, and just turns into an absolute monster that wins, 2 titles in the next 3 seasons or something ridiculous like that. Mavs fans would commit suicide en masse in the streets if that happens, and maybe they'll burn down the home of the owners before they do that. I think that's happening. Oh, you like those stairs? I don't feel like those are good stairs. I feel like I would fall down those stairs. I don't like them at all. I'm not clicking on those. Not clicking on those. So there you go. That's a little bit of sports news for you today. We've had politics. We've had sports. We have StarCraAAFT. Let's go Effort and Piano in our final game of the day before we get into the live matches. Let's see what we get. All right, Effort versus Piano. Now, Zerg fans who are sad about the ZVT loss we saw earlier in the stream, this is probably for you. I don't know who wins. I do not watch these replays before I cast them, but top right, it's Effort. Like ASL champion Effort. Absolute terrifying Zerg player. Bottom left, it's Piano. Now, Piano's good, but he's one of the better players that doesn't qualify for ASL or SSL championship, or just the brackets in general, right? He is really good in Castrum Star League situations, which means he didn't qualify for ASL or SSL. It's just one of these days I'm just going to start saying SSL. And that's what's going to happen. Overpool into Extractor Trick here from Effort. Interesting opening. Wants that 10 supply real bad. Wants that 10th drone real bad, which to me says some link pressure is coming our guy Piano's Way. Gamo's watching. I don't know who 429 China is or who GHK DLX is. But we have OBS here for sure. And yeah, Lucas should have stayed a Mav for life. He wanted to stay there. He never really made any business, like any loud public complaints. Yep, totally sucks. Totally sucks for the Mavs fans and the NBA as a whole, unless you're a Lakers fan. In which case, it's awesome. Letter spam is Miso, says RJB. Ah, what's up, Miso? 419 China is Sack, maybe? Well, I mean, all Luka has to do to have a better debut than AD is not get injured for the next month. He can have 4 points and 2 rebounds, and if he doesn't get injured for the next 4 months, he had a better debut than AD did. So if that's the bet, I think you're pretty safe there, huh? Hydra Den, awesome. Lurker bust timing coming in here from effort. All right, Ample, gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. Aw, Leave It to Reaver has all this Luka merch. That's really sad, actually, Mavs fans. Anger. Anger at the NBA for allowing it to happen. I'd still think it should be against the rules to trade a guy without letting anybody else in the league know they were available. You should be required to post it. You should be required to post. Leak it. I don't know. Talk to Shams about it. Say, hey, the Mavs are trying to trade Luka. Anybody else interested? That should be required. I don't know why it isn't. Very frustrating. All right, here comes the Lurker bust attempt. Bunkers up. Target firing. There you go. There's the scan on the Lurkers. I was like, target fire the Lurkers, but they were invisible. Ah, Bunker 1 down. Oh, Lurkers taking names here. 4 kills, 3 kills, 3 kills, 1 kill. So it's like 15 kills total on these Lurkers. Bunker's alive. No! Everybody explodes. Ample. Lurkers are busting into your natural base. They are doing okay. 7 kills, 5 kills, 4 kills, 3 total kills. Ah! No! Supply depot's at the front going down. He's got a bunker. He was worried about the Lurkers doing this over here. Nope. They just came right in your front door. Ah, yes, it's really bad. And yeah, Leave It to Reaver. That's the other annoying thing is I like Luka busting out. Oh, he did it. Oh, he barely got those Lurkers before those Lings showed up. That would have been so much harder with the Lings eating your face and trying to focus down a Lurker. Okay, holding. Ample is alive. That's the thing. It's like with LeBron James. I was a big LeBron James fan. I loved him in Cleveland. I was okay with him going to Miami. I celebrated when he won championships with the Heat. When he went to the Lakers, that was it. I've been rooting against LeBron ever since because he went to the Lakers for no reason. There was no future for them. They didn't have any young talent. Just decided to go to LA and elevate them to a title for no reason. It's the worst. So I've been rooting against LeBron ever since then. And now I can't root for Luka. It's a little bit different because he didn't go there on his own volition, at least as far as I know. He could have very, very, very quietly told Nico that he wanted to go to the Lakers. And he's like, let's pretend that I don't in public, but I really want to be there. But that's not, I don't know. I can't assume that about somebody. So I still can't root for him, though, because he's playing for the Lakers. It totally sucks. Totally sucks. It's a pretty good breakfast of champions, Yhaas. I like that. Yeah, Bovine, multi-stream's not working again today. So yesterday I went Twitch. Today I'm going to go YouTube. And tomorrow I might be on Restream.io. So this third base is dying. Effort, buddy. Remember when I was like, Effort should probably win this pretty easily. This Marine attack into the third base is causing me a lot of doubts all of a sudden. And the third base is dead. Okay, new third base down bottom right. Very exposed, though. This Marine group might actually be able to get down there and take that, too. So the Lurker Bust was awesome on Piano, but then the counterattack of Piano was equally awesome. And I don't know where we are now. I don't think we can bust out here, but this little group, if they just knew about this base, they could walk down there and kill it, and I think that would be the game. But effort is replanting the third. His worker count is abysmal, but he's got a hive and a defiant. This is just like that Hero versus Sharp game we did to start the stream, isn't it? Zerg player has all the tech, but doesn't have the money to back it up. Yeah, I don't know. Believing in Brandon Ingram is a little bit tough. At least he's got size, leave it to Reaver. But yeah, injury history, hasn't done anything in the playoffs. Hey, look! This is what this bunker is for. Shuts down the attempt to come down here at freaking 10 minutes. Effort is desperate to find an angle here. And that was shut down immediately. Man, this base is undefended. Entirely undefended. YHOS doesn't like LA because there's no seasons there. That's fair. Southern California is pretty much the same weather all of the time. And I do like the change in seasons we get in Utah. So I hear you. I hear you about that. And third base is dead. What is... Oh, he covered this. Oh, no. He covered this ramp, but not this one. Piano. Jump, jump, jump. Piano. Jump, jump, jump. Piano is going to win this game, folks. Oh, look. He built a Nidus on the remaining creep at the third base that died. That's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. There is something in my eye. I might need to go and take care of that. Anyway, he gets his third base going again. Second time today. Well, I guess this is the third. So this is the third time he's trying to take a third base. He's Dark Swarm lurkering his way deeper into the natural base of Piano than he's comfortable with. Firebat inside the Dark Swarm dies. Almost killed that one lurker. Almost got him. Dude, effort is two base lurker Dark Swarming. And he does. He forces a liftoff on the second base of Piano. Holy crap. Effort's a monster, dude. I can't believe he's pulling this off. Okay, that's just bad rally on those Marines. Come on, Piano. Come on, Piano. What's up, Marsara guy? Sorry, the multi-streaming is not working today either. We're going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to promise. It'll be back tomorrow, folks. Consume. Dark Swarm. Again.
The other day the company HR sent me a happy birthday email for my 40th birthday and asked me in the end of the email to go to the hospital to have a checkup to make sure that I am still on shape. WTF. So offended I'm cool. Poop. Kissing face.
And then kissing face. Thanks for the super chat, Hashim. That's super cool. The HR sent you a happy birthday and said, hey, go get a checkup. You're 40. So uncool. I don't know. Are they paying for your health care? If they're paying for your health care, I think it makes sense for them to check up on that. Dude, this third base in trouble again. Second base relanded. How many lurkers on the stack? 3 lurkers on the stack. Scourge to make sure science vessels can't get close. There are science vessels, but I'm not sure if there's enough Scourge for the number of science vessels. Good Dark Swarm. Okay, irradiate. Oh, it's 3, man. He's buying the time to make this third base what he needs it to be. Saturating the gas. Nidus being here is really important, too. Scourge, dance in. Nope, stim. Keep those Scourge away for now. Marines fighting. This is one heck of a game. No, lost a science vessel, lost another science vessel. That's about as good as you can do with those Scourge, is take down that many science vessels. Can't promise that, YHOS. Sorry, man. Set a timer on your phone. Irradiates. Okay. More lurkers coming out of that Nidus. This is why the Nidus is important. So you can refill your lurker stack. Oh, irradiating the Scourge doesn't save you, but that was like 6 Scourge for a Science Vessel. Not as good. Radiates. How many left? Oh, I got a Plague on the Science Vessels. Quick, Restoration. Oh, wait, you don't have it researched. Physics Lab? Physics. I saw that. I see you, Physics Lab. Oh, no. All right, Piano. Can you make better use of battle cruisers than every Terran player on the channel over the last month? Plague. Effort. Effort. Scourge, no. Firebat, also no. 3 base. 3 base Zerg versus a 4 basing, well, almost a 4 basing Piano. He's working on it up that left side. Hashim wanted a phone call rather than an email. All right. I mean, I can respect that. How about a text? Would a text be offensive, Hashim? Friends. Drop! Drop! Piano! Getting a good drop into the main base, harassing the natural base, full evac of those drones into the main mineral line, into the natural mineral line effectively as well. Okay, Dark Swarm up. Holding. As they do. Nope. Nope. Good Dark Swarm. Okay, so he does shut it down at the Dark Swarm and the Zerglings. It's still only 3 base. And yes, YHOS is correct. Around the age of 40, everyone should get a prostate exam to check out for prostate cancer, because that is some nasty, nasty stuff, folks. And my viewership is largely dudes that probably need a prostate exam, so go check it out. And then at like 45, I think you're supposed to get a colonoscopy too. So we're at the age where the fun stuff starts really happening. 4 bases, pressure is being kept over here. Hashim didn't want the birthday wishes to be in with, hey, go to a doctor or 2. That's fair, Hashim. 2 separate emails. YHOS is too close to 40 for comfort, 7 years away. Well, if your friend and family want you to get checked out, that means they love you, Hashim. Leave it to Reaver doesn't have a prostate to be examined. No, Lings! God, the drops from Piano. I like this. He's keeping effort contained on 3 bases and keeping him contained on 3 bases by dropping him to the battle cruisers on the fall. He's got that 3rd starport for that 3rd battle cruiser. Oh boy. Come on, control tower. Battle cruisers. Operational. Scourge. 1 science vessel down. 4 remain. 3 are plagued. No! Spore kills 2 of them. Come on, effort. I know you're only on 3 bases. I know you're way down. You're down 100 supply here. But, dude, these plagued Marines running into a sunken is not great for them. Yeah, they're getting 1-shot by that sunken. Middle of the map. Good engagement here from effort 2. Firebats jumping inside that Dark Swarm. No, they take a plague, but, oh, it's got Burrow. They'd kill those Lings. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. No, Hashim, it just means they love you. But no, from HR, fine, whatever. They don't really care about you anyway. Hey, look, we're going to die to a spore. No, we're not. We're going to kill the spore. But, okay, killing a Nidus would be good too. Second spore killed him. Battle cruisers died. They killed a spore. Ultra's not getting work done because they don't have Dark Swarm protecting them at all. Oh, we did it. This is what Hero couldn't do against Sharp. Getting a Dark Swarm Ultra attack at the 4th base of the Terran. Effort with the biggest comeback maybe we've seen. It's weird, though, because he's better than Piano, so it's not... shouldn't really be called a I guess it is a comeback, but it's just not as impressive as if this was like Light or Rush or Sharp or something. This is really bad all of a sudden. But still, it's only 3 bases. Busting in the front like this is aggressive. And yeah, I mean, you can Plague. Science Vessel down. Ultra inside the Dark Swarm. Everybody's plagued. He wants the hatch. He gets the hatch. Everybody's going to die, though. Oh. And then the drop in the main base. Effort. Everything's on fire. This 4th base is on fire. The main base is on fire. The Spire gets target fired by the fire bats. The Hive is getting targeted. The Defiler Mound is going to go down. Ultra's Lings responding to the emergency inside the main base. They might save the Defiler Mound. The medics are kind of messing with the pathing of the Ultralisks a little bit. The Hive is at 200 hit points, and it falls. No. But should clean everything up. Also, the 3rd base is a disaster zone. This game is insane. 4th base is alive. Nothing mining from it. This base, SCV's running. Lurker Spines and Ultras are trying to shut those dudes down. The Hive is gone. Effort does not have enough money to make a new hatchery inside the main. He's doing it inside the natural. Drop into the 3rd base too. Wait, what? Are there? No, there's no dudes. I don't know what those guys are doing. That was like a fake out drop. I think he was just trying to... Man, Piano is kind of killing it here. This Ultralisk is going to path through these minerals in a sec. He did. He pathed through the minerals, and he's going to town on the SCVs. The SCVs are doing 1 bit of damage per attack on this Ultra. He only has 34 hit points, but he can kill every one of these SCVs. More show up and join the party. Piano's mining on 1 base. Zerg is mining on 1 base. Ultra's on the other side of the map, forcing liftoff on Command Center. Enough money to rebuild your main yet? Not really, but also close. He's trying to get a lair before he rebuilds his main. These dropships keeping an eye on this. Okay, enough money for a hatch. Do it. Do it. Do it? No, maybe. He's just getting the remaining gas out of here. He's not actually going to rebuild that. I was thinking maybe he's got another Defiler. Bam, Dark Swarm pops. 1 Ultra dies. He's already been irradiated. Ultra's invincible inside the Dark Swarm. No fire bats there. It doesn't really matter anyway. This might turn into a base race. Yes, this is an insane game. You got it, YHOS. We're just trying stuff out. I'm not married to this name. Ultras back inside the Dark Storm, back inside denying the 3rd base. 4th base continues to actually be dead. Didn't lift that off. Marines? Nope, absolutely not, guys. We're gonna plague your face. Maybe he's gonna save it for a Dark Swarm if he needs it. This guy almost ran into his death. No, the Defiler! Wait, is this a new Dark Swarm? It might be a new Dark Swarm. Look at him mining over here. It's like, please need minerals to win this game. 90 to 77 supply. Dude, Effort has made a massive comeback. It was 2-1. More battle cruisers. Seriously, wow. It was a 2-1 supply advantage for Piano here just a couple minutes ago, and now it is much... Okay, it's closer to a 2-1 advantage. Effort's at 66 total supply. What's up, Motohead? Ultralisk. Free inside the main base. I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to get shot in the face by a bunch of Marines is what he's going to do. He's got 7 kills. Man, imagine if he had Splash like Ultras in StarCraft 2. He would have killed all of these. Well, he does anyway, I guess. But it would have killed them faster and taken less damage in the process. 6 armor is good. More drops happening. No, still these empty drop ships. Okay, great. Ultra is trying to get into this one last mining source of income for Piano. The radiates are coming in fast and strong. Battle cruisers back. Doesn't have enough money to make Scourge. Dark Swarm's not going to save this. Plaguing them would be nice. He evacuates in through the Nidus. Expanding bottom right. Effort. This is insane. What a good game this is from RJB. Be sure to tell him thanks if you see him chat at any point today. Just trying to fight without Dark Swarm. That's not looking good. If you got some Lings there, it goes a lot better for you. Firebats you know, contributing in the death of those Ultralisks. Absolutely. Where are the battle cruisers? Guys, did we lose one? Did a bunch of Scourge show up and wipe it out? I don't know, maybe they're just down here. They're heading bottom right. Sounds like they scanned this bottom right here too. A Mutalisk is in production. He doesn't have the money to deal with these BCs. So look, okay, I guess in the situation where the Zerg player doesn't have enough money to deal with the battle cruisers, then hey, maybe BCs against Zerg are incredible because you cannot kill them. Nice plague, but the Ultras go down. They don't have enough HP to withstand these 3 attack Marines. The Irradiates on the Defilers are really good. Another Dark Swarm would be nice here. Muta sniping every... There you go. That's how you do it. Muta comes in, takes down every single science vessel. Plagued Marines taking 1 shot to die from these Ultralisks. This is the scrappiest TvZ we have seen in a long time. 7 sets of Scourge in production to deal with the BCs. Ultras, get up here, up here, up here, up here. There you go. They change up into the 3rd base. SCV's running from here. Piano has barely any income going on at his natural base here. He can't let this get shut down. Firebats, again, mostly tanking against these Ultras. Another Ultra dies. Are there enough Lings? Maybe to... Oh my gosh, no! 1 Marine left. Takes down the final Ultralisk. I guess there were more coming, though. Fair. Command center trying to float up to the top left. There is no money at all. Scourge hunting for science vessels. No. Actually, I might have exploded on that command center. Maybe not, though. So, natural base running. Bottom right base dies to the battle cruisers. Yeah, saw that coming. Was not able to get a Nidus down. We burrowed some drones to keep him alive and maybe re-expand down there again. This base saving graces right now. 4th command center coming up the top left side. SCVs. Long distance mining, trying to take advantage of as much money as they possibly can. Battle cruisers, I mean, 2 and 3 kills. They shut down an entire base. Can't hate on them for that. The Spore did kill the battle cruisers previously. That was honestly pretty awesome. And what do we do? What do we focus? Dark Swarm is up. He's trying to dodge a plague, but okay, he splits at least against the plague. Nidus down. Plagues one of the BCs. Is he consuming? Yeah, consuming Lings. Not consuming drones yet. That is a true desperation move, is when you're consuming drones. Yeah, Extractor is depleted up here. So he got all the resources out of this base, except for these minerals. Rebuilding. Scourge, not enough. Should have waited. Should have waited for the Plague to finish, and then Scourged it. It would have killed this battle cruiser. Oh, the Defiler Mount is already injured from the Marine drop earlier, and it does get taken out. There's another Plague. Okay, these battle cruisers are not going to die to anything, pretty much. Except, you know, Lings and Ultras, because they can't shoot up. They were busy trying to snipe down the Spire. They couldn't defend themselves, and now they're both out. So they got the Defiler Mound. They took down a Nidus. I don't know if they paid for themselves necessarily either. They did force the Zerg player to make a lot of Scourge he did not want to make. So in that sense, okay, fair enough. 70 to 45 supply. Fairly big army considering where we are in this game. Their Radiates are here. The D-Matrix on the Marine. The Plague means we got to get out of here. The Ultras are hurting each other by being in such close proximity to each other, mowing through the Plagued Marines with the Ultras. There's the guy who knows what he's doing with those Ultras when they're irradiated. I mean, they're dead, but by golly. That was awesome. Can he survive the irradiate? No! No, he cannot. 58 to 41 supply. Piano's up. This base not mining. This base mining. Ginormous. Ginormous here. 3rd base for the 8th time. Well, 4th base, I guess, down the right side here. I love he's using a dropship just for scouting purposes. How much money's left here for effort? I'm worried about this, he says. As he well should be. Because, you know, effort with money is really, really scared. The Ultra did 1 tick of irradiate to the SCVs I made up. That's very cool. Liking that very, very much. Oh, I thought that was a battle cruiser for a second. Factory coming down to say hello. To say, hey, Scourge irradiated in advance. No connection. Okay, but extra Scourge come in. One Science Vessel remains. Ultra dies. All these Lings die. 65 to 40. Supply bottom right base is up. He drops on it. He drops on it. Base dies again. Piano's map awareness is going bonkers right now. He has shut this base down so many times. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Not enough Lings to save it. Desperation Lings to save it. That egg just disappeared. Dude, I think Piano's gonna win this thing. This is crazy. One base mining Terran. Sort of a two bases mining Zerg. Double supply for the Terran. This base never happens. Finally, an Ultralisk shows up down here. Enough money to re-expand again. Yeah, you're right. Can't build a Defiler Mound because he never replaced his Hive, and his Defiler Mound is dead. Did his Queen's Nest die? No, he's got a Queen's Nest. He could invest in upgrading this guy to a Hive and make a Defiler Mound, but I don't know. Counterattack both ways, both players passing in the night here. Getting up into this base would actually be pretty good. There's only one bunker there, and I think this group would wipe it out. Counter it. Okay, this big attack from Piano, though. Not much back home to deal with this. He's boxer maneuvering his own science vessels to try to shut this down. Scourge! No! No connections at all. All right. There's nothing here. There's one Defiler and an Ultralisk. Try to stop this. Bunker. What did I say about killing this bunker? The repair, though, is too good. Oh, no, the repair is too good. And the Ultralisk dies, and this attack gets shoved away. This is bananas. The radiated Ultralisk trying to get on top of the plagued dudes. He dies too soon. 20 supply remains from effort. Money running out up here. Bottom right base alive, but not for long because Piano has discovered it. And I think that's it. I don't think Effort can win this from, 20 supply. GG, Piano! In one of the greatest games I've ever seen. Holy cow, Piano pulls it out in 31 minutes. One mining base to his name at 30 minutes. Mined out, mined out, mined out. Sort of thinking about expanding here, but also there's a Ling. Yeah, he's got, what, 11 SCVs mining minerals, 150 minerals in the bank, under 100 total supply, and he wins it. Because of the drops, because of the denial of the third base, and this base 4 times, and getting into the main base and killing the Hive and the Defiler Mound, and almost taking the Spire down, and the attack here, the drops were everything for Piano. He is one of the better droppers in all of Terrandom. Again, not enough to really get him to win an SSL or anything, but he is fantastic. Great, great game there. I got to split that one off into its own specific VOD because that was amazing. That was a great game from RJB. Check out RJB. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel if you haven't already. Excellent. So, end of the day here, out killing the Protoss player, or Terran player, but getting outproduced by him, which is never good as a Zerg when you're making that many Zerglings. And the outspend is 500 by effort. 500 resources on the outspend is not enough. Not enough. Will never be enough. Catch you later, Jordan. All right, let's head out to US West BattleNet. No, Wyhas, do you know me at all? Would I ever have a Coke Zero free day? The answer is no, would not. Yep. So then I'm going to go get a Coke Zero refill. Let's grab those replays. Sharp Hero, YSC Ample, Effort, and Piano. Already cast those. Move them out, move them in. Hashim says 1v1 Psychonuts versus... Psycho, you down? That'd be kind of fun. I wouldn't mind seeing a Hashim versus Psychonuts 1v1. Yeah, Psychonuts says, okay, okay, I'll create. Nice. This is great. No, not like that, Top Shelf. Psycho versus Hashim. 1v1 on a map. Like Polypoid or something. Or an old stupid map like Challenger. No, that's not good for Zerg though. That's not fair. We need a real map. Lost Temple maybe? Nah. We'll grab a regular old ladder map like Neo Dark Origin. Yeah. What's up, Adam? Oh, nice. I introduced you. That's weird. I introduced you to the StarCraft Brood War. That's very cool. You're very welcome. Glad you're enjoying it. What is with my network connection? What's going on? What are you complaining about? Hashim wants Fighting Spirit? Fine, we'll do Fighting Spirit. I've seen that before. I don't remember what it means, though. Fighting Spirit 1.3. Psycho Hashim 1v1. Just melee, thanks. What's up, Chow Campster? All right, Hashim. All right, Psychonuts. Let's go. Ah, Eric is Chow Campster. Nice. Hashim, Psychonuts. Cool. Zerg versus random? Does Hashim want to be... He's like, please go easy on me. He's going random? Random? Psychonuts says, I suck. I'm not going to go easy on you. I shall be humiliated on the live stream. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. All right, we got this thing top right. It's a teal. Oh, no. Hashim, no. No. What's up, Dalaville? Yes. Falcon SPASM is sports, politics, StarCraft, sports, and more. Streamlabs multi-stream is garbage. Hashim dropped, I guess. Hashim. All right, Critter. Sounds good, dude. No, he's alive. He's alive. Okay, so top right, Hashim. Teal Protoss. Bottom right, a purple Zerg. It is Psychonuts. Gonna watch him get a Coke Zero refill. Let's see what we get. I'll be right back. boom, boom. All right, kids. Lings are out. Hashim can see him because he's here inside the base. Good scouting by Hashim. He's got a cannon up. He's got another cannon up. He's got gateway for zealot stuff. He's worried about these lings. He's worried about the speed that is coming soon. And yeah, we're not doing religion. I don't see any value in discussing religion because there are no facts in religion. Religion is belief systems. And so people just end up talking about what they believe about a thing. And I just, okay, great. You can believe that. I'll respect it. But I don't see where there's further discussion to be had from that point. So I just don't care. Hydroden coming in from our guy, Psychonuts. Hashim really one-basing it. He's extremely worried about Zerglings. His probe scout died, so he's a little bit in the dark about this. And by that, I mean all the way in the dark about this. Lair's getting fired up here from Psychonuts. Probably a lurker bust attempt. He's been inspired today by the Zergs. We saw Effort do a lurker bust attempt, and we saw Hero do a lurker bust attempt. And in both cases, the Zerg player ended up losing the game. So I don't know what he's inspired by. Holy, one base double Stargate. Hashim. Hashim, buddy, what's going on? What is this build? It's like 3 in the morning for him, so maybe he's just a little bit tired. But there's the double gas, there's the saturation, there's the lair. And in fairness, Psychonuts is in the dark here too. He does not have any vision on Hashim right now. He doesn't know if he's expanding. He doesn't know if he's making 2 Stargates. He's sending an Overlord up. There you go. Poking with the Lings to be like, maybe we should see what's going on. See that expansion timing. What's up, dude, bro, epic gamer? Welcome to the SPASM. Zerglings want to run by. They want to get a scout off, and every one of the 4 Zerglings gets inside the main. They see the Stargate, and they see the second Stargate. Good scout. Good scout. Psychonuts is like, wait, 2 Stargates, huh? Interesting. Yeah, he says. 2 Stargates, you got it. And, alright. So, double Stargate Corsair here. Overlord gonna die. Normal stuff in PvZ. Losing your first Overlord, everybody does that. It's when the second and third and fourth Overlord start dying that the Zerg player is in a lot of trouble. Spire getting fired up. I honestly, at this point, I would just make a bunch of Hydras and go for it. I don't know that I would worry about a Spire. 2 gate means there's not very much gateway stuff here at all. Can't get Dragoons out easily. The Zealots aren't going to have speed. He can't be anywhere near getting Psystorm. He's trying to get there. With the Citadel coming in at 6:30, but man. John Doe from 7 is left. I don't know who that is. Is that actually G22? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I got to keep that Corsair alive. This is definitely Larva versus Bisu. Check out those APMs. Unmistakably, Larva versus Bisu. Second base is up. Nothing actually harvesting from it from Hashim yet, but that's nice. That's a nice. Hydras hanging outside the main base. Overlords, yeah, perching the Hydras underneath the Overlords to protect them against the Corsairs. There are some Overlords on the map if the Corsairs wanted to go hunt for them. I'm just saying. I don't think Hashim's listening to the stream, but keeping your Corsairs active is kind of a big deal here. They're like mutas. They got to be out. They got to be moving. They're, you know, sharks have to keep moving or they die. I'm not sure if that's actually true. Queen's Nest on 2 base. Another thing we've seen from Zergs today is getting a Queen's Nest on 2 bases before your 3rd base even starts. And there it is. 3rd hatch coming in. Overlord speed is done. He prioritized getting Overlord speed because of the threat of the 2 Stargate, but this is interesting. Hashim just doesn't really commit to Corsairs. He makes the 2nd Stargate, kind of gets out of it. He's got the 1 Corsair running around, yeah. So here is the attempt that I was talking about earlier. I probably just finished researching range. So it's cannons, and it's slow zealots, and it's a dragoon. See, this... the micro's going to be a little bit tough here for Hashim, but I think he has enough. That's not enough Hydras to really bust in there. Psychonuts agrees with me. He decides not trying to get in there. Or not try not to get into there. Templar Archives is running. Is that a Cybernetics Core Singularity Charge upgrade? Probably. Well, he's doing it, Critter. He's got 2 kills. He's got 2 Overlord kills. With 80 APM, making it happen. Don't let your low APM stop you from trying stuff. And he's going to scout this third base down here too. And he's bringing the Overlords closer to home. Which is the whole point of the Corsairs opening in this matchup. Is to keep the Overlords at home. That's what it's all about. RD just posted RD just posted an article from the Wall Street Journal about how IT unemployment rises to 5.7%. Hey, that sounds like a familiar story we've been talking about, huh? Yeah, this is a good match. Third base rocking, 2 base in Protoss. High Templar coming out. Psystorm close to done, if not done already. Cyber Core or robotics facility. He needs detection against these lurkers. Sunken at the front just for defensive purposes. And worker count looks pretty good for Psychonuts. I'd say pretty good. Does he have a hive yet? Yes, the man has a hive. Any defiler mound? Not that I am seeing. Trying to bust in here, but the Zealots have speed now. Trying to drag the Zealots into the lurker spines a little bit. Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay. Zealots not having a good time against those lurkers that they cannot see. But also, I don't know about sending the Hydras in here to fight these cannons. Yeah, they get 1. Oh, they get 2. They get a 3rd one. This front is getting a little bit soft. And there's the Psystorm. Okay, this is where all the Hydras die. They do not get the final cannon. And that drone is killed. But cannons are lower. Maybe you can finish off that last one with these Hydras. Yes, yes, you can. Get into this mineral line. That'd be pretty sneaky, too. And 1 lurker up here. Guy has an observatory. He has an observatory. Probably should get an obs here fairly soon. Blind storms the lurker. It's kind of falling apart for Hashim a little bit. His natural base is not looking good. These Hydras, 4 kills. And then he's going to lurker egg them inside the mineral line. More Hydras coming up. It's not a lot more than this. It's just a couple. It's not a big deal. Dragoons sniping lurker eggs. Okay, good. I don't know if you want to Psystorm that one or wait for it to finish. The obs is here. The obs probably needs to be up here, though. And that one hatches, but instantly disappears. All right, all right. 65 to 38 supply. Hashim is up. He's defending. He's macroing really, really well. Third base is not actually mining from Psychonuts right now. If he was mining with that third base behind this, maybe researching Plague, maybe getting some Adrenal, I'd feel better about it. But it feels like he's kind of just trickling in units a little bit here. Yeah, it's a rally, I guess. Hashim has more. He is more gatewaying here. Spend his cash. He does, yeah, has resources, over 1,000 minerals here, which is not where you want to be. Ah, the rallied Hydras. I don't know. Not having a good time with that one. This Corsair is dead. 78 to 48 supply. Hashim's got a pretty big, scary army with a lot of High Templar. And it is Hydra, Sunken, Lurker. I don't think there are any Lurkers back here, actually, for Psychonuts. I'd love to see a Defiler Mound. There you go. Here at the third base, he's got one. Third gas is rolling. Hashim coming in. Wom wom. Hashim setting up, sending the obs in. Are there any lurkers to deal with? No. Gets a losing a High Templar. I thought he was setting up for a Psystorm, but I think he just walked in there and died. Hashim not getting dragged in, taking the third base behind it. What a Chad. Love this from him. Expanding while attacking is excellent, excellent stuff. 81 to 58 supply. Oh, Defilers are out. We got the Plague. Defiler maybe acting like the Plague is done. I don't know. Defiler's not doing anything. I think they'd be throwing something down here if they had it. Hashim decides to just kind of move into the position here, but I don't think he has enough stuff. The Sunkens aren't being particularly focused. The Hydra's getting a lot of damage here. The Psystorm's finally joining this party. Defiler dodging the storm pretty effectively. That Sunken's got a lot of damage in. Archon morphing on the battlefield here too. Trying to get another Sunken up inside the natural base. More Hydras coming down. Trying to fight. The Sunkens mean the Zealots are way better. Great storm on these drones. And more Hydras popping out. The saving grace here, maybe the Hydralisks, especially against this Archon, but the Zealot count remains too high. The Hydras are getting blitzed. It's not a huge army down here from Hashim. He's still floating some cash, but I think he's got enough to do this. Archon attacking eggs instead of, you know, the thing that's actually dangerous right now. Archon dies, thanks mostly to that Sunken. Psychonuts, GG's out at 30 supply, and Hashim gets the win in 14 minutes. Good game by Hashim. Nicely done. Yeah, weathered that early lurker pressure, that Hydra bust attempt. And once again, Hydra Lurker not enough to deal with the Psystorm in the numbers that Hashim had it. Good job morphing those guys into Archons on the battlefield too. Psychonauts outspent, but not right by enough for a 15-minute game. That was a good game. That was a good one. All right, now we've got more people in the channel, I'm pretty sure. Again, if you want to play with us, a good way to be aware is come to the US West BattleNet server and join the Falcon Paladin channel. See, Marsara's in here, Critter, Jericho, G22, Eric's in the house, Psychonuts, Hashim. He made some units and won. Ah, classic G22. Classic G22. And quick plug here, too, while we have a second, for Eric, who's playing with us today, has been a long time supporter of the channel as a channel member and a super chatter. If you have a couple bucks to throw at him, his car broke down, and he needs it to get to work and for his family and everything else. So he's financially in a terrible position. So if you do want to help him and can, come to the site, link there, click donate now. We've got some supporters here, but anybody that can help would be fantastic. So thanks everybody. Check out Eric, and let's head back to Le STARCRAAAFT. Jericho wants a Phantom mode. Works for me. We can old Phantom this thing. I think Critter likes the old Phantom too, so that'll be nice. Phantom with color. I think we can fill this. We should be able to fill this lobby. Eric's name is Eric here, Yhas. Eric Cam. He uses his real name on YouTube. John G22's name has nothing to do with Trump. Rusalov tops in. Jasis taps in. Critter, Psychonauts, Hashim, G22, Jericho, Marsara, PJ, and Rusalov. Hey DL, it's live. We're live on YouTube for day number 1 of the Falcon SPASM. We're going to be talking sports, politics, and STARCRAAFT, and maybe some other stuff too. So welcome. We'll be here 6 days a week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Look at the names in the top left there so that we can see them, introduce the players, and then we'll try to figure out who the Phantom is together. It's a fun game. We've been playing it for years. It's always very popular. People enjoy it. I think it's fun to watch and fun to play. Say the 10th? Yeah. There it is. There's the names, there's the names, and there's the names. Radical. Top left, it's a Tantaran player. It's Hashim. 12 o'clock Jericho playing dark blue Protoss. Top right, brown Protoss as Rusalov. Marsara guy Terran playing red. We got a yellow Protoss bottom right Critter. G22 south side playing a... is it gray or is it black Terran? Whatever. Purple Protoss is Psychonuts, and then PJ's playing a Teal Zerg on the left side. Not live on Twitch because the multi-stream server for Streamlabs is not playing nicely with my internet connection right now. So I am only able to stream to one at a time, unfortunately. Eric, you on US West BattleNet? The name of the game always has Falcon in it, so if you search under custom games for the name Falcon, then you should be able to find it, Eric. So nobody seems to be... I don't know. The 2-gate from Psychonuts is a little bit sus. I mean, 2-gate indicates you're going to be aggressive. If you're going to be defensive, then I don't know. Get a forge and get a cannon up. Triple. Ooh, racial harmony. We got a command center, a nexus, and a hatchery in the center. Big fan of that on this map. It's always very fun to see it. Extremely entertaining. Pool coming in before the expansion here from PJ, so he's worried about maybe being rushed. Considering there's a 2-gating Protoss down here, I'm concerned about it. And considering the Zealot is moving out, I'm also concerned about it. I'm not sure if anybody notices what Psychonuts is up to, but, he's not moving out. So maybe a little bit less scary if he's just popping him in his natural base and he's just going to hang out there for the time being. Expanding is Rusalov. Expanding is Marsara guy. Expanding is Critter? Probably. Zealot production continuing here and not expanding. In fact, getting a cyber core. I don't know if Psychonuts is just really worried or if he's phantoming here, teching up, making units. He's going to hit somebody at 5 minutes and try to take him out, which is really a bad idea in this version of Old Phantom. Triple gate from Jericho this early. Okay, 5 gate from Jericho this early. 6 gate from Jericho this early is concerning. I don't know if anybody's looking at Jericho. There we go. There's a ping. Rusalov pings 12 o'clock and says, oh, that's a lot of production from our guy Jericho. What is up with that? And he's sending zealots into Hashim's base. All right, here we go. Jericho asks, who is the other Phantom? And 2 people respond and say I am. That's very funny. Why is Blue attacking me? Because he's the Phantom, Hashim. Run! Evacuate! The game isn't in the lobby anymore, Eric, once it's started. So it's only in the lobby while people are loading into it. The lobby only exists then, and then it disappears once the game starts. So you gotta be there. You gotta kind of be on top of it if you're gonna join, because the lobbies do fill up pretty darn quickly. But we'll try to get you in the next one. I'll wait for you. Yep, this is just spawning next to the Phantom, and probably should run against these Zealots. Okay, yeah. Psychonuts is in here, attacking Hashim as well. Calling it out, being a good guy, lifting. Excellent. Siege tank from our Sara guy tries to show up and fight this, but if it's both the Phantoms are making Zealots, that's not going to work out particularly well. Also, maybe don't lose your tank to a cannon. Hashim's evacuation. No, get an SCV out of there. He does. He gets 1 SCV out of there. He's got 4 hit points. Oh, he's here too. Oh, good. No. Don't go back. Don't go back. Never go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. Blarg. It's an attempt of 2 people, an old Phantom, to pretend like it's a new Phantom and go hard, go fast, go early. I don't know if this is going to work out for him, but it could. Let's see. They're making a move on PJ here, who's got some Sunkens up, but man, dealing with Phantom this early is really tough. Jericho says Slayer. I don't know why he said Slayer, but he said the word Slayer. Wait, what? He's trying to say that he's a Slayer? That's insane. No, he asked who his Phantom teammate was. Was he trying to bait out the Phantom? That's interesting. Well, Psychonuts is out here anyway. Oh, Jericho is making a move. Or on Rusalov. Rusalov, I don't think has enough to hold against that. Also, Psychonuts comes up and tries to make sure that Hashim is actually dead. Which seems like a fine thing to do. Hashim could secretly be a Phantom, and he's trying to hide it from us. Everybody is suspicious. Why are you attacking and now Al? I don't know. Psychonuts is all over the place. He's attacking Marsara guy now. But he's not attacking PJ. But Jericho was attacking PJ earlier. It's like there are 2 Phantoms, but they have their own ideas of how this should go. Like who we should attack. They're not working together at all. The meching stuff here from Marzara guy has a bunch of factories on 2 bases, but I guess at 8 minutes that's not too weird. Critter's heading up to try to save Rusalov. He's just kind of bypassing everything else that's going on here, all these shenanigans. Ling's running up from PJ to try to attack Jericho because Jericho attacked him. Critter is trying to help against Jericho's attack up this way, but falling. He's buying time for Rusalov to make some more stuff. Rusalov is hiding his probes over here in Marsara's base. Marsara is probably the most able to defend against what's coming at him from the avowed Phantoms, I guess. Psychonuts is getting hit by Wraiths. Oh, who the... G22 went like 4-port Wraith, I guess. That's interesting. Oh my gosh, there's no detection from Psychonuts at all. Cloaked Wraiths are pretty good if they're invisible, you guys. That's what we're here for, the invisibility. Temple Archives getting up from Rusalov here. Jericho hasn't made any additional gateways. I don't know. It is hard to say. This is really interesting. Nah, you're good, Eric. We'll get you in the next one. Mass DTs finally get scanned out. Jericho is losing them without getting a lot done. Jericho maybe trying to expand top left here. PJ is taking a hatch up the top corner too. He's worried about keeping his bases safe. This is some really chaotic old Phantom. I think everybody has saved Rusalov here, and I think both of the people we think are Phantoms are contained. Jericho is contained in this top left-hand corner. Siege tanks are coming for him. And our guy Psychonuts doesn't have any detection whatsoever. And everything he's producing is getting killed immediately. And all of his probes are dead. And everything's getting depowered. So I don't see that working at all. This might just be a pretty fast old Phantom. Critter's happy because he didn't get attacked early by the Phantom here in Old Phantom, and he's getting a fleet beacon. So carrier shenanigans. He's the one who took that third gas this time because Savior Sword isn't around. Somebody has to take it, and this one was Critter. I guess we could thumbnail that one. Yeah, siege tanks crushing. The push up into Jericho. Yeah, siege tanks with a lot of Dragoon and Hydra backup is going to work out pretty well. All right, so Jericho's dead, and I'm pretty sure that Psychonuts is also dead. He's complaining that Psychonuts is the Phantom, and he's playing too slow. All right, so Jericho's dead. Psychonuts is pretty much out of it here. Kind of feels like Jericho's... Well, I guess Jericho's probably Phantom based on what he was saying there. Math rates here from D22 is very fun. Getting a lot of work done with it, too, actually. So Psychonuts taps, Jericho taps, and if that's the end of the game, it is. So yeah, like I said, sometimes we get situations where people try to go early Phantom with it, and it does not work. It is too hard. Let's go Old Phantom number 2. Let's get Eric into this one. Rusalov is back. One more spot available. Eric made it in. Okay, so we figured out what Phantom mode is. There you go. It is, in fact, Among Us at its core. Okay, round 2. Let's see what we can get here. Critter is back. A lot of people are back. Let's update the names in the top left. Let's say what they are and get them introduced. Names updated. Rad. Top left, it is Critter playing Protoss. Eric's here playing Chowcampster, who is a red Terran player. Top right, a brown Protoss PJ. Rusalov right side, white Zerg player. Did I leave that up? I did. No one can see it. It's totally fine. Bottom right, white Terran player. Sorry, this is not white. This is tannish. Hashim, same color he likes, playing Terran this time. G22, same spawn location, also black Terran again. Bottom left. Teal Protoss is Jericho. Left side is a blue Terran player, Marsara guy. What's up, SS in Uzbekistan? WCG STARCRAAFT. One Korean kid playing in Uzbekistan. Won it all. Beat my best friend who was in the finals. That's really funny. Hashim thought about taking the center gas, but Critter's going to get it again. Second game in a row. Oh no. Oh no. Is Chow accidentally revealing himself as Phantom at the start here? Ah, that's not a good look. expanding with a quick factory here. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's looking scary here at 3 minutes. But, you know, you got to learn. You got to learn sometimes here. Jericho's going to try to shut him down. Forces a cancel on the expansion. Working on an upgrade here is Eric, too. Hey, what's up, Jolly Kappa? Yeah, fuss is over. Yeah, the fuss is over because we're not doing the unemployed stream anymore. This is the employment. We are doing full-time streaming. We're doing it 6 days a week. We are doing enough to support the family. So that's where we are. So 3 racks and a factory off of 1 base with a decent SCV count here. Siege mode was the research. I think everyone's just kind of... kind of hanging out. I think they're going to go after him soon. We'll see how this works. Trump wants Canadian minerals and gas for free or for a fee? Is that a typo? I did see something about that. Okay, it's a standoff here. John Doe's going 3-port Wraith again. This is going to be pretty good against a lot of siege tanks that are being produced here by Eric, or Chow Campster in particular. Yeah, I just think any attempt to annex Canada would be wildly unpopular with Americans, and I do not see it happening. Siege tanks moving out a little bit, bringing his Marines with him. Okay, he's just straight up attacking Critter here. Critter's like, wait, what? I don't have anything. I was going fast 3 base, fast 3 gas. Not quite ready here at 6 minutes for a Marine tank push out. If there's a what, I don't even know what version this is. Jericho said he's a paladin, so if there is a paladin, that's gonna help. Interesting play here. Interesting. So Critter's basically like, I'm the other Phantom. Please leave me alone. Does he not have detect? Did Jericho not? Is he still sharing vision? How did he see? He must have seen that DT because he was still sharing vision. Jericho was, lol. All right, where are the Wraith Ball? There they are. There's the Wraith Ball. Going after the siege tanks as predicted, as called out by Psychonuts. Yeah, I don't... He can see that DT. He did forget to unshare vision. What's up, Music with Joan? Longtime channel member. How you doing? No, trying to get a calm side up desperately here. Cloaked Wraiths really throwing a wrench into whatever these plans are from Eric. SCV's dying all over the place. The turrets are covering the outer edges, but nothing covering this main area here. Battle cruiser operational from Marsara guy gonna come in, and yeah, I think he's just dead. He's got turrets, just not covering the positions that would help him as much. Now the DTs are here. There's the comm sat. Scan is over and out though, so I think that might be it. First game of the day here. Trying to snipe the ComSat station. Ooh, did a turret get up? This turret here, I think, was providing that vision, but Jericho is saying he's getting some help from Critter. Yeah, says G22. Yes, he is. So another example of two people going early Phantom. In fairness, this is the first time Eric has played. So I guess that's something we need to put in the instructions, at least for somebody playing it the first time, is, hey, by the way, if you're the Phantom in here, try to hide that you're the Phantom. Jericho trying to finish him off. Nice lurker drop up here on Critter. Oh, are they both struggling a little bit with their detection here? There might have been an observatory here from Critter, but I don't know. Battle cruisers. Critter's dead. This is all happening. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Yeah. Chow Campster didn't know what he was doing. Critter's like, I couldn't just watch him die. So GG. And then I love that. G22 starts attacking the battle cruisers. He's like, I want to attack something that flies. Okay, well, that was an example of a learning experience in Phantom. Let's move on. Let's just do a quick Big Game Hunters here. Big Game Hunters Winter. Look at 4v4 rolling top versus bottom. That should be a little bit more familiar to everybody. And if somebody wants to be aggressive, they can. Apparently can't create the lobby. Let's try again. There it is. Second try is the charm. Yeah, welcome to day number 1 of the Falcon SPASM, everybody. We've been talking about sports and politics and a lot of StarCraft here, too. So I hope it's a good place to hang out, talk about some current events. We'll try to get it. I don't want to guarantee we get the restream working tomorrow. PJ's in. Hashim, Big Crazy, Chow, Camster, Mars, Sorry Guy, Psychonuts, Critter, PJ. One more to join on in. The password to get in is Soccer on US West BattleNet. The name of the game is Falcon BGH. Easy to find, easy to hang with. All right, Jericho hops up. GLHF. Oh, Gerbil Coaster's in, though. Hold on. Who is this Gerbil Coaster person? It's a hamster coaster impersonator is what it is. You want two Zergs on the same team? Not really. Yeah, we'll go one Zerg on each team. Let's do one Z on each team. Yeah, SS, you absolutely can. Anybody can join. I don't have any requirements. You don't have to be a sub or a member or anything like that. We don't have enough people where we can do that. Maybe if we get big enough, we'll do that. Coo. It's time to duel. Oh boy. Isolated Zerg, not good. Top left, it's a blue Zerg player, Chow Camster, playing Zerg. We got Jericho bottom right, teal Protoss, Critter bottom side, yellow Protoss, and then PJ is a Terran playing bottom left. Top side is the other team, Psychonuts. 12 o'clock. We got Hashim top right. They're teammates after playing against each other earlier in the stream today. Marsara guys on the left side playing a blue Terran. And that wraps up the team with Big Crazy. The Zerg player who's brown over here on the right side. All right, we have some ideas here. People are chatting with each other. They're turning on the Allied discussion group. The Allied chat. So a lot of the times these big game hunters kind of turn into one guy gets picked on, gets hit by 2 or 3 players. They're not adequately defended by their teammates. They die, and then it turns into a 3v4, and from there it kind of snowballs into death for their team or victory for the other team. So what we like to see is teamwork in these games. If you're getting attacked, ask for help. If you get asked for help, go help. It makes all of the difference in the world in not losing a teammate early and finding yourself down big time. Big Crazy scouts out a 2-gate. Yep, over here from Critter. Nicely done. No gas, so just going to be Zealots in the starting here. Zealots aren't quite as good in early game in Big Game Hunters as they are in fastest map, but still pretty great. Still really annoying to deal with Zealots early on. Looks like we've got early lings coming out. We've got pools popping. We've got gateways warping in. We've got a drone here scouting the lings and heading up. And oh boy, maybe sunken time from Chow Camster if he's going to defend against these early lings. Sunken, sunken, sunken. He needed a sunken like yesterday. Chow Camster is not doing that. Nah, a little late. Way too late here. Chow Camster might just die to a ling rush. He needs some help. Ask for help, Chow Camster. Jericho calls out GG. I don't know what that means. A zealot. Is that a friendly zealot? Guess we'll find out. Nope, that's an enemy zealot. So yeah, they are picking on the Zerg player in the top left. You try to get a sunken up. A little too late on that. Like, here is the thing. If you are getting... You see lings next door coming for you. You throw down a sunken immediately. Immediately. And maybe pull some drones to fight, too, if you can. God, there's Marines here as well. Well, nobody's here to assist. Nobody's helping our poor guy, Chow Camster, at all. Nobody's heading this way. Everyone's just kind of sitting in their own base, walling up. Guess the Zerg's not living, they all say. Overlord dead. That Zerg is cooked. That's right, Dante. That Zerg is cooked. Well, who's next, I guess? Alright. Zero supply. Chow Camster is eliminated. Says Hashim, take the base. One player down. Jericho, Critter, and PJ are alive now. Can they do it in a 3v4 scenario against Big Crazy, Mars Saragai, Hashim, and Psychonuts? Gonna be tough. Gonna be difficult. What's up, Savior Sword? How you doing? Sounds good, Carl. Nice little push out here, Marines and Siege Tanks from our Saragai heading down. Maybe try to pressure our guy PJ, who is maybe working on his own tanks. He should be working on tanks. And that should be a siege mode upgrade coming in if we know what's up with that. Holding center for now. Not going to push too deep into it. Expanding. Critters got zealots out, but against... Yeah, enemy zealots, Marines, siege tanks, gonna be tough. Yeah, Eric, that's tough. Sometimes in team games, especially Zergs get targeted early. I would recommend next time if you see your neighbor enemy Zerg has lings out really fast, immediately throw down a creep and start a sunken. You waited too long, and it's a very small margin of error there. Where if you had started a creep, I think, as soon as you saw that that pool was done from Psychonuts, you could have maybe survived. But you just started that too late. And you're welcome. Thanks for playing with us. Sorry you kind of got picked on a little bit today, but, you know, sometimes the new guys take a minute to acclimate. Zealots holding from Critter, asking for help. Jericho's here to assist. Nicely done. A little bit of teamwork like we talked about. Spider Ryan's getting laid all over the place here from PJ, helping Critter too. So it's Team South right now versus Team North. All three guys along the bottom are their team. And Eric, unfortunately, was in the top left, which was his whole problem. Yeah, new player gets murked. It's true. More often than not. Critter macroing. still one basing is Jericho and still one basing is PJ. They're all worried about getting hit or not having enough to defend their teammates if they need to. Siege tank is here. Okay, good. Defensive tank up. Zealots and Dragoons. Hang it at the same time. Wants to see what they have to deal with Jericho with his lots and his cannons. He'd better have speed for those Zealots. He's double stargating, interestingly enough. A couple Lings try to run in here from Psychonuts and just get wrecked. Siege tank firing across the water. There we go. Firing across the water, hitting those SCVs. That's what we're talking about. Team 3 right now against 4 is going to need every advantage they can possibly get if they're going to pull this off. And part of it comes down to being tricky with your siege tanks on this map that has been known for that problem for a long time. Corsairs, interesting. So 2-gate Corsair flying around from Jericho. I think he was trying to mess with Big Crazy, but the guy had some Scourge out. So that's not going to work. Maybe supply blocked him a little bit, quite possibly, but we might have missed that one. A lot of stuff going on. Hashim does take the top left. Nobody's expanded to the natural base of Eric yet after he was killed. Yeah, more siege tanks, more shutting down this second base of Marsara guy. A 1-baser, not quite as good as a 2-baser. It is big game hunters. You can still make a lot on 1 base here and forever. It's not like it's going to starve him out, but it will force him to lift off, slow down his gas and mineral income a little bit for the time being. Scourge, taking a hit there. Doesn't quite have enough Corsairs to just burn these Scourge down immediately. Ugh, lost another one there. Corsair production and micro is so difficult. Critter's like, hey, get your Zealots out of the way. Hashim's here on Jericho. Speed lots and cannons defending against Dragoons and Zealots. Yeah, the Corsair's not going to be much help here in this PvP scenario. He's trying to fight with the Zerg next door. And that didn't really go that well for him, and he's kind of not really in position to deal with a PvP. Does he have Psystorm at all? He's got a Templar Archives. I don't see that he has any High Templar. He might need some help here. Critter's going to try to get through, but the middle is being held by Team North Side. And I don't know, a bunch of speed lots against a bunch of Hydras and tanks is actually not too bad at all. Little Dragoons on the backside here as well. We need to bring PJ to this fight. I know PJ's messing, but I don't think we can trade out Marsara guy for Jericho. I think we need to do something to keep keep Jericho alive if we're Team South. Hashim has a lot of Dragoons, though, and I'm not sure that's going to work out for him. I mean, a lot of Overlords dying from Psychonuts. Supplying him would be a big deal. He's only at 46 supply, though. Vultures come in and try to shut this thing down. They do take one tank down with defensive siege tank here. Also, maybe a little friendly fire splash there. Zealots against incoming Dragoons should be okay. There is a DT. Oh, got sniped because Hashim brought a detection with him. But then he snipes the obs, but his DT's all... No, a DT comes out. Hang on. DT comes out. Not detected anymore because the obs got sniped, and he's going to hold. He's going to hold this. Marsara guy probably going to hold this as well. Might get an upgrade canceled. Hashim says, I need an Overlord. I lost my detection. Big Crazy's already got Defilers out here at 12 minutes, too. He's looking pretty big and honestly pretty scary. I imagine this is just him killing his own thing for better gas collection here at the third base. This is getting fairly intense. Marsara guy, supply blocked, not so much. Losing a lot of supply depots nevertheless. Trying to respond to this thing with too many vultures, I would say. Big Crazy, trying to keep Critter dead. Nice Plague, falling back to the cannons here. Dark Swarm pops. Ollie's he's got a couple Zealots. The Dragoons utterly useless in this position as usual. Get the Zealots in there. Need some siege tanks at the choke, says Critter. Bring some tanks over. He's bringing a tank up now, PJ. These tanks aren't providing a lot of value. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're help covering that area. Still trying to hold with DTs. Brought a new observer in, so DT's getting some swipes off, but stutter stepping from Hashim is pretty good. Oh, but with the Zealots there, actually he's staying alive. Jericho is alive. He's alive. Siege tank looks like it died. Ooh, trying to counter, push out here. Another Plague on the Dragoons, but keep fighting. Keep fighting. There are Ultralisks out, and another great Dark Swarm here from Big Crazy. 200 APM for this guy. PJ 230. Yeah, Critter, get out of the Dark Swarm, man. That is not for you. That is not for you. It needs more Zealots. Spider Mine, Siege Tanks, Zealots all in that biz would be good. Oh, something killed that guy. Spider Mine and Siege Tank, maybe? Maybe a combination of the two. Defiler comes in, takes some siege shots, gets another Dark Swarm down, dies for it. It's okay, Big Crazy has more Defilers. Where that one came from. Where is the Psy Storm, Critter? You know how to use Psy Storm. He's got a Templar Archives, but it feels like it's late. I'm trying to just use Zealots and Dragoons for the time being. Nobody's at 100 supply except for Critter. Critter's at 122 here, so his macro's good. He just doesn't have the splash damage he needs to deal with a late game Zerg right now. He just says, open this. I'm trying to move. He's trying to get out and fight. I don't know. Zerg taking center hatches is pretty fun. Liking that quite a bit. Hashim coming down. Still sort of 1v1ing against Jericho. Psystorm exists from Jericho, though, so that's going to help immensely. Where is Hashim Psystorm? We saw him use it to great effect against Psychonuts in the 1v1 we cast earlier in the stream, but doesn't seem to be happening now here. Nice Plague 2 from Big Crazy. Jericho. The Corsairs are hunting for the Observers, but he needs his own detection for it. He takes down one Obs. He's trying to take down one Obs. He doesn't have the... There's two Obs he needs to worry about. There you go. Good snipe. More Obs coming in all the time, though. Jericho, 53 supply. Not pleased about that one at all. That's a lot of consuming coming in from Big Crazy and from Psychonuts. Critter is big, but he doesn't have splash damage. Is he bringing High Templar to this party yet? Yes, he's got some High Templar ready to go. So it's Mech with Psystorm jumping on the siege tanks with the Lings and the Ultralisks. They're bouncing around like idiots trying to get through. Blah, 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 blah. Nice Plague on the Mech. Lings dying. I don't know that Big Crazy cares all that much. He's maxed out. He's developing a bank. Psystorm inside the orange is always a pretty good idea. Don't want to Psystorm your own teammates' siege tanks, though. Got to be careful about that placement. I mean, you can set it up, Carl. You can set up a 2v2v2v2. You just have to manually determine the teams that way, which is, you know, people do it. We've gotten 2v2v2v2 submitted in replay form before. The Psystorm inside the Dark Storm. Can't quite see what's in there, but it's probably worth storming. Another Dark Swarm comes down. Siege tank sieging up inside the swarm. I don't know if he's taking hits. Yes, there's a Ling chomping on him, and he's invincible. And the Ling chomps down the siege tank. Really nice stuff. Jericho says, thanks for the help. He said, realize what's happening over here, Jericho? Don't be a jerk, man. Like, these guys can't get out of their own main base. They're being hit by 3 separate players at the same time, and you can't deal with a 1v1 versus a Protoss. Like, don't talk smack about your own team, Jericho. Honestly. And he's calling the guy that's killing him a noob. Fantastic. Classic Jericho. He has 85 APM. You have 70. It seems pretty even to me, and you lost a PvP. Breaking out towards center here. Critter, 126 supply. Zerg player's back to 90. He lost 100 supply of Zerg there. Big Crazy not happy about that. Mech Army not very mobile is the problem here. Not very mobile for PJ. He needs something to move out. Yeah, Jericho's really bad at making friends. I think I said that once to him, and he's like, I don't care. I'm not trying to make friends. So it's like, okie doke. You are accomplishing your goal. Storm in the center. So much Zerg fighting hard. But another round of Ling Ultra coming on in. Critter at 100 supply now. Bleeding heavily. Needs more Storm, needs more Zealots, I think would be a lot better here. The Dragoons are good. Critter's calling out. We are busted at the front, man. And especially if Hashim starts showing up to assist now that Jericho's out. Yeah, Critter's out of it. That's a GG. PJ is out as well. Maybe you guys should have helped out Chow Campster, huh? Maybe you could have helped keep him alive and it wouldn't have been a 3v3. GG. So those are the winners. Psychonuts, Hashim, Big Crazy, and Marsara Guy getting the win in an 18-minute big game hunters. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, we're going to do a Bunker Wars real quick. I have to wrap this up a little bit early. I just got a text that my kid needs to be picked up from school earlier today than I anticipated. So we're going to make this a little bit shorter than it normally is. I apologize for that, but, you know, family comes first. And we'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get... There you go. Bunker Command. We will get the multi-stream working tomorrow. Cool. So let's do this. This is fun. It's exciting. It's not too long. Not sure who Big Crazy is, Critter, but he's been playing with us for a little bit. Heck. Carl, you kill other people's units and their bunkers. Get new units as reward. Most kills wins. There. Very simple. Freaking Dollaville. Yeah. The entrance was a mess. Totally a mess. Come join on in. If you haven't played anything, this is a really, like, low stress thing. You're just running around killing people. Like, it's not, there's no strategy involved. You don't have to macro. You don't have to, like, keep up with everybody else. You're just murdering stuff. It's very entertaining. And if you don't win, so what? Like, sometimes it's just luck. Just run around and kill stuff, Eric. You kill enemy units, you kill their bunkers, you get extra points for killing their bunkers because that kills all of their stuff. If you lose your bunker, you lose everything, but you respawn somewhere else. So, you can't really get knocked out of it entirely. I mean, we can do this with 5. It doesn't really matter. We don't have to fill this lobby. Like, it might have to go just because time is a little bit short here. Sounds good, Hashim. GG. Cool. So it is going to be a little bit smaller bunker command, but it's nuts. Big Crazy's out here. We got Marsara guy. We got Savior Sword. We have Chow Camster, who's Eric, and we have Carlaws. So unfortunately, usually if there's 8 people, you move in a direction, you're going to find someone and fight them. But in this situation, you might not. So it comes down to a little bit of Marine Micro with Stim. Marsara guy wins that battle. Oh, we get hit on the backside by Savior Sword 2. Lost his bunker. Looks like Marsara guy is in first place here with 1,400 points, but it's early yet. 40,000 is the total you need to get to win this thing. Looks like another bunker might get taken down by Savior Sword. He's getting hit, but the bunker is falling. Can he save it? Ah, he just saves it with the Lings that he pops out there. Nicely done. Lings and Zealots running out from Savior Sword now, too. Nope, tried to bust that bunker. Couldn't do it. Chow Camster's too strong for that. Lings moving out from Big Crazy. That bunker looks pretty tough for Carlaws. Couple Zealots show up. Falling in. Yeah, I don't think they're going to take down this bunker. It's a little bit too strong for that, especially with a Fire Bat in the mix. Lings running around trying to find, because what's also fun is your bunker dies and it respawns at a random location on the map. I mean, probably not right next door to somebody else's active bunker, but somewhere, and you got to find out where they are. This bunker being up here from Savior Sword is really interesting, because it's really far away from everything else. It is kind of a major benefit unless it gets jumped on by someone who does come up all this way, like Big Crazy, for example. And no, he doesn't. Oh, he does see it. I didn't think he was going to see it, but he totally sees it. Savior Sword loses his bunker. Bam, all of his units evaporate, and he respawns right here. Trying to snipe down someone's bunker. Got it. Nice. Nicely done there by Chow Camster. 7,100 points for Marsara guy. Still in the lead. Up by about 3,000 so far, so pretty good. Pretty good display here from our Terran main. Seeing you get spawned new units to play with. Every time you die, I think, you come back with new units to play with, depending on how many points you have. I'm not sure what the rules are exactly, but it's just kind of chaos. You're just sort of everywhere on the map, fighting whoever you happen to see, hoping your bunker doesn't get sniped while you're away, but the more stuff you kill, the better it is for everyone. Ooh, a couple lurkers out from Chow Camster. Lurker versus lurker battle. He's losing it, so he decides to back out. He's trying to save his bunker from this lurker, but no. What else does he have? Is that it? I think that's all he has right now. That's hilarious. Ah, tank gets killed. Lurker's got 5 kills. Oh, lurker above ground. Got an obs out. That's nice for Savior Sword. Bunker dies, and Big Crazy takes it down. Big Crazy in second place right now. Marsara guy continues to be in the lead. I don't know if there's any way to not lose your units in Bunker Command, Wander. It is really, really, really crazy stuff, dude. A couple spawn broodlings here. Apparently Marsara guy spawned somebody to death. Do you have enough energy to do it again? Yes. The energy costs for spells are lower in this too. You got to keep that in the back of your mind as you're playing. Because, yeah, this queen only has 44 energy, but she'll be able to spawn broodling here, I think. Just looking desperately for somebody to kill. Oh, while he was away, his bunker is getting sniped here. Broodlings, get him. Chomp, chomp, chomp. No, bunker died. Blech. Wait, yeah, that was his bunker. Okay, I thought it was. A little bit of a delay on that explosion of everybody else. What? Spawns over here. Big Crazy does. Got Marines, got Dragoons. Somebody's bunker got wiped out. They all evaporated immediately. This should be a win. Chow Camster just kind of losing everything. He's got a siege tank remaining and a bunker, but it's better to lose the tank and respawn with stuff, right? Psychonuts, glad to hear that you had fun today. Good to have you. We'll be back tomorrow as usual. Ooh, Infested Terran, go! Ah, yes. Ah, I love a good Infested Terran connection. You get that here more than anywhere else, folks. We are UMSing up a storm right now. You're right, Wander. We haven't done a turbo in a while. It's because it takes a long time. But, I don't know. Maybe we'll try to do one this week. If people are asking for things, it's more likely that I'll bring them back into the rotation, right? Marsara guy with DTs and a science vessel. Leaves the obs alone. Queen, spawn broodling a thing, Queen. Show us what I was talking about earlier before you exploded. He parasited and still has a ton of energy. And died. Alright, that did not work out. Yeah, maybe on a Saturday would be fun. Concur, Wander. 19,000 points for Marsara guy. That's Chowcamster. Yeah, Chowcamster. Gonna save his bunker. Ooh, Nibbler sent me a replay for next Sunday. That'll be fun. It's gonna be a while though before I cast that one, isn't it? It's only Monday now. Yeah, there's just always a battle to try to catch. Try to catch the beginning or try to catch the end of it. Nice burrow. Nicely done, Big Crazy. And his bunker's all the way over here. Hilarious. Yeah, hiding is not going to work out for you. Not generally going to work out for you. You got to move out. You got to get kills. As you get kills, you get points. And the person who gets to 40,000 points wins. Turtling is a bad strategy on this map. Nibbler replays are always good. Exactly why I brought it up. Ooh, another infested Terran. Get it, Chowcamster. If you die, I'll be disappointed in you, infested Terran. Find somebody to explode. Ooh, that was not good. Maybe don't. Right here. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Ah, so close. So close to taking those zealots out. That would have been very, very cool. Next time, we'll try again. DT's getting obliterated. DT's popping from Chowcamster. Got a ghost too, which is exciting. Savior Sword, who is in 4th place. Takes down the bunker, gets a nice bump to his score that way. Still in 4th place, but 23,000 for Marsara guy. Out ahead. Doesn't mean he's going to win this thing because he's out ahead this early, but it could indicate that yes. Yes, he will. Oh, bunker down. Nicely done. Big Crazy. Sniping it. Respawning Chowcamster up here. Got irradiated. Probably should move the irradiated guys killing other people. Okay. Hey, what's up, J-Talks? Yeah. Still having the same multi-stream problems today that we were yesterday, J-Talks. So I think I'm just going to have to go to restream.io or something like that to get my restream working. Because you guys don't care what I'm using. I don't think there's any real difference. Mind control, old Turles. Got him. Nice. Savior Sword loves a good Dark Archon. Find you someone that looks at you the way Savior Sword looks at Dark Archons. Exploded. Almost at 30,000 here is Marsara guy. He's got everyone just got a handful of units, man. Marines, Hydras, Lurker, Medic. Detection, yes. Got a detection here, too. Going after Carlos's bunker. Nobody's in it except a ghost, which should not be enough to stop this. And bam! Another bunker down. 30,000. Now for Marsara guy. Oh, it's spawning right here, Carlos. Yeah, loses everything. Got a Dark Archon back home. Got a Wraith. Got a Defiler. I just love how random this is. Yeah, Savior Sword jumped all the way up to 2nd place from 4th place. 24,000. Still a little bit behind 1st. But sniping bunkers gives you 1,000 points immediately. So if you can kill a couple bunkers, you can take a lead. Cloaked Wraiths trying to kite against this battle cruiser. Not going to work out as well as you want it to there, I don't think. Dark Swarm is up. Ultralisk inside the Dark Swarm mostly. Sure, close enough. Going to take that bunker down. Top Shelf says this doesn't feel like a game of skill. Oh, I mean, there's some luck involved, right? Where you spawn, do people find your bunker? But a lot of it's micro, too. A lot of it is skill. A lot of it is, can you use your spellcasters ably? Can you micro around? Can you dodge storms, right? Can you get mind controls off? There's a lot of skill here for sure. If you put Flash in here, he'd win. It's not like we're just... you know, it's not a roulette table or anything. We're not spinning to see who wins. $33,000 for Marsara guy, continuing to be in the lead here. Back into 2nd place, Big Crazy. As Saber Sword gets knocked down into 3rd. Systur, I don't know if he was trying to catch green there entirely, but maybe he was. Ooh, High Templar gets a bunker spawned on him and he dies. More battle cruisers being added into the mix here too, and I'm pretty sure they are, no, they're regular BCs, they're not heroes. But again, spellcasting is cheaper here, so they can Yamato even if they don't look like they have the energy for it. Marines just shooting up into the sky at a battle cruiser. That's it. 40,000 for Big Crazy gets the win. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, cool stuff there. Marsara guy gets the victory, killed the most stuff. That checks out. Killing Savior Sword and Big Crazy, 109 units apiece. Even Steven, very interesting. Structures raised, more bunkers killed by Marsara guy. That helps a lot too. Crazy and Savior Sword in second and third place on those. So makes a lot of sense. Super fun. All right, I got to wrap it up. We'll be back tomorrow with more Falcon SPASM. Again, might rebrand it. I don't know. We'll see how this goes from here. We're just playing it by ear. But thanks to everyone who has supported today, especially Hashim with the big, nice super chat all the way from Saudi Arabia. YHOS with the Canadian super chat. Real Squid re-upping his membership for 17 months. Eric with the $5 super chat. Jordan became a member of the channel at the Hydralisk level. And then we got a follow out on Twitch before things went too bad out there with Killa 2000. 2000. So we're going to leave you with Eric as we bail. But thanks again, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for making this a success. Thanks, everyone. We don't have any snow, YHOS. It's like dry as a bone out there today. Tomorrow will be Twitch if dual streaming isn't working at all, Dollaville. But if worse comes to worse, I'm just going to sign up for Restream.io and use that. Shouldn't be a big deal. Critter, thanks for playing. Psychonuts, thanks for playing. We'll catch you. Check out Eric's GoFundMe. I was going to say Super Chat, but it's a GoFundMe. Help this guy out if you want. Click the link, and I'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Bye. Love you all.